first of all, Happy New Year. We are back. The Critiques panel. We're winding down, y'all. This is our review for season 4, episode 16, entitled Mysteries Revealed. Let's get into it.
Hey, we back y'all for the 2024.
Yes. 24. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm just so glad to be continuing this into the new year. I'm so excited to talk about everything.
It's so much to talk about.
It really is.
Oh my gosh. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for joining the Coastal Critiques panel. Y'all, we made it. We made it to the other side, y'all, to the next year. This is 2024. I'm so excited what this new year is going to bring all of us. And when I say that, I mean our peoples in the YouTube world, my peoples on my peoples right here, my peoples right there, everyone around us. We wishing good thoughts, good prosperity, and all that good stuff. Okay.
Yes. That's awesome. Sending all the positivity, good energy, all that. I'm so glad to be bringing in this new year with you guys. I'm excited, even more excited to talk about everything that we have to talk about. It's been 2 weeks. We've been they left us on hiatus. I really thought, y'all, we was gonna have episode last week, but we didn't. So of course, we got to get
the day after Christmas. Why they couldn't come on at the day after Christmas? What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
What y'all were doing? Extended vacation? Which I was doing. I don't know. Like, we were so pumped.
That's about.
Barb called like finale. It's going down. I'm like, all right. I'm about to watch 2. This hit me with the womp womp womp. I said, wait, what?
Really upset. I was ready. I wanted to see what we were going to be getting into, y'all. And what I will say is, this definitely took a turn differently than what I thought it was going to be. I'm pleasantly surprised, of course, but I didn't know we were taking a turn for where we went last night. What are your thoughts on a scale of 1 to 10? How do you feel?
I'm gonna give it a strong. When I tell you a strong 10, I'm gonna give it to them. Like in their face, because you have to agree. Okay, see, because Barb don't give no 10s, y'all. Barb don't give no 10s.
Like I said last night, it was looking 9-ish, but then I rewatched it, and I have to give my just due. I'm a person who gives their just due, and they did that. They did that last night. They really did, and it's very much what we needed. Things have been lackluster all across this freaking board. So I'm glad that we got this.
Wow, man. So yeah, 10 across the board. The unexpected that wasn't expected came out. There was just so many things that just was like eye-opening. The title itself, you know what I'm saying? The mystery revealed. Mysteries revealed. Like, it was like, boy.
It was plural. It was very much plural. Mm-hmm.
And it was given very much plural. It definitely was. Pleasantly surprised because, like you said, we've been getting bits and pieces of good shows, and there haven't been really consistency on it. And I'm not saying they wasn't consistent because we came to review it, so evidently they gave us something. But yeah, they gave it to us. They gave it to us raw, uncut. And I'm excited to talk about it because, boy, wow.
Let's say our hellos to everybody. Hey, Kimmy didn't waste no time. She got in here and got right to it. She said, Monica really set her friend up, exposed her online, sent her to jail, replaced her on the show, pretended to be friends with the women on the show, and then tried to expose them all too. She broke it down to you guys. That's pretty much the intro for you guys.
You can pin that to the chat, right to the top. Just pin that, and that's what sums it up. Lord have freaking mercy. Kimmy Nicole, I know you in your car. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for telling the people what to do, how to do it, what they need to be knowing about this comment right here, because this is it. This was the setup for last season to this season. That was it from there to there, like the rooter to the tutor, real quick. Welcome, Nola. You guys send Nola some love. Throw y'all read your little glasses in the eyeglasses in the chat for the reads because my baby is sick. She's not feeling well. She partied too much. She went home for the holidays, and then she want to come home and get sick. So please, y'all send y'all well wishes to my sister because she is not feeling well. Okay, but she a trooper though. You see, she a trooper. That's what she do. Okay.
I don't wish anyone at all.
Hey, our Janet.
Hey, Janet. How are you today?
Happy New Year. Thank you for the cuties, y'all.
Why you said? Oh, okay. Briefly, we know that you're listening. Oh, happy belated birthday to Auntie Bernice, y'all.
Yes.
Bernice, a happy belated birthday. Her birthday was on the 27th of December. See, I still got my note. Wait, I don't know if you can see it, but I got my note right here. So I remember.
I remember. I said happy birthday to you on Facebook, I believe. My auntie. Yes, she does. Yeah, because auntie gotta, she auntie. She gotta do what she gotta do.
To find her on there, so I could definitely give my birthdays on the day of next time. But yes.
No, but you was giving it to her before and after and during, so it's all good.
I don't like to forget things. I not like to forget things, and you always show up for us in the chat. So of course we gotta send our birthday wishes.
Yeah. She got a comment. I'm nervous to read. You read it.
Ooh, Heather is the biggest, neediest person, even more needy than Brandy Glanville. The chick is sad. I want to say because I was catching a little bit of, was it Carlos's live that he compared her to somebody compared her to not Heather, but Monica to a really sinister like Brandy Glanville, or Brandy Glanville couldn't even pull off what Monica pulled off in this episode, I think is what he said. But a lot of people were at work and clocked in for this episode. I will say that. 10, because the end and the way Monica said in her truth had all of them backstabbing heifers shook it. I mean, I respect it, y'all.
Excuse me, Auntie Bernice. I was shooketh. Just be clear. I was shooketh. Okay.
I was on the couch like mine, literally the emoji with the like head exposed. That was me. I was like, is anybody else seeing this? And I was, it was, but y'all, I think we should wait. We're gonna do the review we should talk about this offline. We're gonna do the review first, and then we'll get into everything else after. Because
we got to go through that review. Let me put my little notey notes up. And I love, sister, that you put your basically how we feel about your symbol on your name now. The heart and the world, the heart and the world. Bars me world. I love it. New things in 2024.
So extra, y'all. But as we said, this episode was titled "Mysteries Revealed." Wait, do you want to start off or?
Yeah, I have more at the beginning. You know how I do. I get more at the beginning, and then I let you hit the ending off because the way you do it, I'll be like, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll do the beginning with night 4 in beautiful Bermuda, y'all. It's night 4. Kudos to the producers for me because the way, for me, what I put the producers for making us think one way when it was not the way we thought it would be. That's what I put. So kudos for them because it was the way they did it, like seriously, it was like a movie. It was like a movie, okay?
They had the theatrics, they had the lighting, they had everything. Yeah.
All the extras, it was there. It was so there. I was just like, okay. So, okay, we get here. It's 8 hours before dinner. Monica and Whitney wakes up. They wake up in the same room because remember when we last left off 2 weeks ago for us, for everybody that was watching, they had that little, spat at the at the place where Heather had walked out on her and Whitney was kind of chasing her down and all of this stuff, right? So anyway, I'm just kind of, you might have forgot, you might have. So anyway, Monica and Whitney wake up in the same room after the big argument Whitney and Heather had the night before, when Whitney was accusing Heather of sex shaming Monica and exploiting Whitney, her sexuality in her book. When Heather didn't want to entertain Whitney, she kept walking away. Whitney was walking, trying to walk up on her and trying to really have a conversation with her. She kept walking away. Whitney says she went to go be by herself and honor her friend that just, recently went to the next point. And so, she probably went and had a moment by herself, cried a little bit, just simply,
Happy
New Year, Happy New Year. So, so she went to go, look at the stars, feel the wind blowing, and think about her friend. And that's when Monica went around probably to Lisa, and Monica was asking Lisa, like, anybody, y'all know where Whitney went? Monica says to Whitney that, yeah, I asked where you were, and she was like, she's probably somewhere off being dramatic. So it kind of pissed Whitney off, because Whitney's like, the nerve when you was just on the boat hollering, screaming, losing your dang on head on the boat and losing your shit. So it was kind of weird for her to even feel that way. So yeah, it made her mad. So we go over to Whitney. Of course, we see my Grease baby. She went and got some food, right? Boom. Whitney goes over to Heather's room, because they haven't talked since since Whitney was trying to talk to her. So of course Whitney comes in with the smiley face and everything, and Heather says, Whitney says, you know what? I am sorry that I upset you so badly the night before. I honestly didn't expect that reaction.
I don't know, but like,
I cannot. I'm not gonna do it with right now. So, so she was like, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to hurt you. I didn't know I was going to hurt you that bad. That really wasn't what I was trying to do. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Heather was like, yeah, neither was I. It was surprising. It's funny that it was surprising to Heather that her own reaction was surprising to her. Huh? What? How does that work?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. You were surprised by the way you were acting. Okay. All right. If that's you trying to say.
Sometimes I do surprise myself. I'm not going to lie. I do. But yeah, in that moment, it seemed very much like that's what you wanted to. I don't surprise myself and walk yards away. Like, no, I'm going to do that on purpose, but whatever.
That's what I mean. It's a give and take. It's like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but in that moment, I don't see what you're saying. Okay. So yeah, she was like, yeah, her reaction even surprised herself. Whitney said she honestly didn't want to read. She honestly did not want to read the book because of her section in the book. Heather says, I read you every word, every part of your story in the book. And I even took out the part you didn't like. She said, yeah, but I didn't read the revised version, is what Whitney is saying. Whitney's like, I didn't read the revised version. She said, well, I took the word out. So if it's a word, a sentence, even if it's a baby paragraph, baby, you will know what's in the book. You know what she said, and she took this excerpt out and put that out of there, and she tells you that, girl, get on my face. But anyway, Whitney says, but I didn't read the proof. I didn't get the last part, right? But I just said, because she made me mad thinking about this. Heather says to her, but I read it to you. You heard every word. When he says not after the revision, though, Heather says she took out the word or whatever. So in the book, I guess Heather's, she is referring to the photography pictures in the book. She's not equating, but she's paralleling it with the Titanic, y'all. I just watched the Titanic on New Year's Eve, right? That's what I was. in my bed on New Year's Eve watching Titanic, not even knowing I was going to talk about it. Many were fooled by Monica, but I felt like something was very off with her. But I do believe multiple people were running the account. Agreed. And you just simply, and this lady right here, her name is Barney World. This lady right here was not fooled by the Monica, but we'll get into it. So anyway, she was trying to equate the pictures taking of Leonardo DiCaprio taking pictures with old girl. I mean, when he was drawing her, and we both know that y'all not in love and was trying to have a love connection. But in the book, if it's poetically done, and that's what it pretty much was supposed to do, be poetically done. Why are you being so offended all of a sudden? Because I feel like the poeticalness of it was there. I don't feel like Heather went in and then said, you know what? Now that she told me to take this out, I'm going to rewrite it and I'm going to make this the Titanic. And then I rewrite the whole thing. I don't see any of that happening. So I was kind of puzzled about that. And so Heather was like, clearly you didn't read the book. Clearly you didn't read it. And that's a true statement too. That would be a true statement. Because did you read the book or you didn't read the book? What part of it did you read that was different? And call her out on what was different.
About specifics. I would have, if I was Whitney, I would have had my handy dandy post-its. Like I would have just had, and I would have literally, or a highlighter, if you will, and I would have literally highlighted and illustrated like which parts I was talking about specifically, because I'm like, it was just a game of he said, she said at that point, and I just was like over it.
Very much so, because it's silly at this point. The book is out. The book is out. So now we talking about silly stuff. And she's capitalizing on it. Now, if you want to tell her, well, yeah, I don't like that, and I'm gonna need a little money from you. I'm gonna need a little percentage, a little 2% percentage, because I really don't feel it. I'm saying they're cousins. It's a joke. I would never. Don't do that. It's funny. Like I'm being funny.
I guess it just stems from the whole, was it last season we kind of touched on and started to peel back the layers, but not really. We didn't really get to dive into the heart of what occurred back in Whitney's childhood. I'm assuming this is where it stems from, is she wants to be very, very cognizant of how she's being portrayed. I guess when it comes to her sexuality or things of that nature, I guess maybe it stems from something that she had to, something that had that whole thing. I'm thinking that's where this is all coming from.
That makes so much sense, Barb. I had not looked at it from there, girl.
I think so.
Yeah, that's definitely a key part, because we know some of the premises of what happened, or we think that happened to her. Of course, she didn't divulge too much information because it is family members.
We know a lot was going on with her around the age of 13. We know that she has mentally blocked it out, disassociated from it. So clearly we can tell the gravity of whatever occurred. I don't know. Something just tells me that's the link between why she took this, why she caught so much attention.
That makes a lot of sense. I like that. I don't like that that's happening to her, but that's why she's lashing out and she's trying to explain herself. But she does get shut down because people just be like, Whitney, girl, you've been in your sexuality all this time. And it's like, girl, I am the breathing Whitney that does that. But I don't need you to show it and tell it and do it. It's my story. Let me do it.
I'm looking at Whitney the same way that we kind of started to look at Heather about the whole not wanting to talk about her sex life thing. I feel like it kind of is the same. It could be like the same thing, where it's kind of like, like you're the one that was, doing naked artwork or being one way in front of the camera, and then now it's kind of like you're.
You mean the art with her and her husband?
Yeah, that whole thing. Like, I don't know. Not saying that she's up here given like all the sexiness all the time, but she doesn't seem like someone that would be off limits to that much on the surface, based on how she's appeared in seasons prior and stuff like that. So Heather's probably looking at her like the same way a lot of us were looking at Heather, like
side eye, giving her the Meredith look, the Meredith side eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I see all the sides of every situation.
Yes. And Auntie Bernice, I know because you be talking about some stuff too, so I know you understand, and it's not nothing to do with no S in the word X. It has nothing to do with that, because you talk about your grandmother and how abusive she was. So I know, different traumas for different people show up in different ways. So like that's why. So I know you understand when you say that. I know what you mean. But so Heather feels like she was crucified for the book, and Whitney feels a little bit exploited. Whitney feels like she took the intimacy part of taking pictures for her husband out of the book when she read it. That's what I feel. I feel like when she was reading it, she's reading it from other people's eyes and the way they're gonna look at it. And in her eyes, she's like, I don't feel like this feels like I was doing a anniversary boudoir picture for my husband. It feels more like I was just in there talking about, I want to take some pictures. I might get picked up in a magazine or something, So we get it.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Right. So when she explains that when Whitney explains that her feelings were hurt, Heather apologizes, they hug it out and say they're cousins forever. So the girls are getting in the Sprinter van. They're headed over to where the scooters are. They about to go on a little scooter excursion, to go through the Bermuda. Yeah, I missed something. What I miss?
No.
Okay, I was like, I will in a minute miss a scene, and if it's I miss.
No, I don't. I'm so glad that this was hopefully this is it forever. The whole cousins at odds things. I'm so glad that we wrapped that up with a bow and put that in the corner because I'm just so over that. Moving on to bigger and better things.
Please do, because cousins is cousins. Y'all blood. Like, stop it. Okay. Please. The girls, like I said, they going on their scooter excursion. Meredith, we find out Meredith doesn't drive. She doesn't even remember the last time she drive.
I envy that. Oh, I envy that too. I hate driving. I was like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. Like, oh my God, I want to be like, when is the last time I want to have a nice car, but like, I don't want. She like, want a car, y'all. I want a nice car. I don't want to drive it. Like, driving.
I think it's kind of sweet if your husband is that type of person, or you can get a driver, or now Uber is out and you can afford to get an Uber driver every time, or even have a call service or a car service or whatever you have going on for you. And if it's you, I ain't mad. I ain't no hater.
If you can pull that off in your life, by all means.
Come on now. So everybody's a little nervous about Meredith driving, even though it don't have a steering wheel. It's like a bike.
Yeah.
Really dirty instead of loving gesture from a wife. Hello. That's what we saying. That's what it was. And that's how we all stand on it. Heather, I hope this is why you apologize. I hope you saw it from that angle. I think she did, but I'm not really. Heather, sometimes she says stuff and I don't think she fully means it, especially if she's talking to Whitney. I don't like that.
She should, given the fact that she had an issue with things that were how the whole thing with the daughter and the sex talk and all that stuff. She had an issue with that, not being able to control that narrative and stuff like that. So she should understand where Whitney was coming from, where it's like, yeah, I'm cool when I put stuff out there, but like the way it was conveyed to the public in your book is not how I would have wanted that story to be told to the world. She should get that.
We all got it. So yeah, the girls is a little nervous about Meredith driving, the whole thing. But who they needed to be worried about was Big Head Monica, who almost crashed twice. What are you doing? What's going on? First of all, she almost crashed into the bikes, and then she almost crashed into the van. So it was like, girl, what are you doing? Even the guy was like, it was so funny because the guy that ran over to her and was like, wait a minute. He was like, you guys are about to go on the road. She was like, yeah, I better get to knowing what I'm trying to do or whatever. He was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, because what? I'll unalive myself. And he said, yeah. And his face was so serious. Like, girl, are you crazy? Like, y'all probably signed a little waiver too. So they wouldn't be liable if something happened to your crazy buddy in Bermuda.
T.I. and freaking, I mean, not T.I. What? I just read some.
I'm like, wait, what T.I. do?
No, Bonnie just went live and I got the notification. I was like, yeah. No, they should be looking at her, or they're probably used to tourists coming there and acting crazy and stuff like that. So they're probably ready to draft up some liability paperwork or something.
For sure. So yeah, the ladies do make it to their destination. They driving around the city and all, if it's a city, they're driving around Bermuda, and finally arrive. The girls split up into two groups. Monica, Heather, and Angie go over to like what I thought was like a perfumery.
Yeah.
Right. And then so I'm gonna take care of this section right here. So they're at the perfumery, right? And I put, we will find out Heather and okay. We found out that Heather and Angie both left their credit cards. So Monica said she had money. She got money. I got money. And so when she said that, even when she said money, I was like, did she? People don't say I have money. They usually say I have it, or it's just if it's on a credit card. Like I would say, unless I had cash on me, I wouldn't say I got money on me. Oh, I got money. And so when she said that, I was like, she's so hood. Like that's hood to say. I got money. I'm good. Like I got money. I'm good. I was like, you hood. So anyway, she was like, I got money, and she'll pay for it. So the total pops up. The total pops up. Hey y'all.
Hey, Donna.
Donna, you look cute in your picture, girl. I like it. You look cute. So the total comes up to a grand total of $725 at the perfumery. Okay, y'all. Monica grabs her credit card. Boom. And to me, it looked like she was a little nervous. So I don't know. I just felt a little nervous vibes when she gave it to the lady. He wasn't shaking, but she gave it to her not in confidence for me. It was just not confident. Like it felt like, girl, I didn't know they spent this much money. I didn't know this was expensive. But here you go. Take the card. They said they're gonna pay me back. Here you go. So they get the card. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Your card declined. Sorry. She was like, so in the confession, she's like, girl, this card declined in front of these girls. They ain't gonna never let me lay that thing down. I would not. Because remember, you said I got money. So see, don't do that. Don't do that. Just be like, let me see how much I got on my credit card real quick. Let me see let me see. Because I'll be shopping. Like I'll be shopping too. Let me see. So anyway, she was like, wait, hold up. I know why it declined. She get on her phone. International. Okay, yeah, pass. Yes, I am international. Yes, it's me. Oh, yeah. Play. Yes, unlock that thing. Thank you. Okay. Run that thing for me again. Boop, boop, boop. It goes through. She's happy. We all happy. Okay, good. She got a little cash. She got a little money on the card, y'all. She had a little money on the card. So, so now, because I keep flashing back and forth. They keep flashing back and forth to the girls, and how they do on TV.
Did you keep like the whole time that whole thing was going on?
Let's dissect that part. Let's dissect that part.
I was literally Heather the entire time. Like that would have been me the entire time. Like, what you got going on over there? If she don't get her a platinum American Express and call it a day, like, oh God, girl, she just.
Well, here's the other thing about it too. When I look at people that say they have it and they really don't buy when what they buy is less than what you would buy. When you on vacation, it's your birthday, you supposed to be splurging on you, and you turn around and buy. You walk out with a candle, and they walk out. You walk out with a damn candle, and they walk out with Chanel and some, you know what I'm saying, some stuff that came up to $725. I'm just saying, it's just weird.
I mean, that's not. That's no. Is that $1 million? No, but can that be like a big deal for some people? That like, yeah, it's a big purchase for some people. So
I feel like it's a big deal for her only because remember she went to go grab the Louis Vuitton purse. and for the trip with the girls, and she
Exactly. Mom,
I just feel like that's not. She don't do big purchases. I'm
Yeah.
not one to do big purchases. I ain't. I've been a mother since I was 19. I am not one to do big purchases. If I do a big purchase, I make it worth it. And yeah, it don't happen often. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just have not. That's not how I've ever been. I've always had to look out for my kids. My youngest is 13. I'm still looking out for him and my 16-year-old. So I don't splurge like that. I don't even. My brain will say, "Girl, go on buy you that $300 purse or that $500 purse." No, I could do so many other things with that right now. Now, when these kids get grown, another person, another time, another place. We gonna talk about something totally different. But I say that to say, true, she did not have to buy as much in that store. She might have not liked everything in that store. She might not like nothing in that store. I feel what you're saying. But in this moment, I went back to the Louis Vuitton thing, that she doesn't make big purchases. I feel like it was a big purchase for her. And that's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I wasn't saying that about her. I think more so just like, because it wasn't that 725 or whatever, that wasn't her total. That was, I'm assuming that was Heather and Angie's total, whatever. So it was more so about fronting the money versus like that being an amount that you're personally paying. It's just making sure like, oh shit, hopefully my credit card limit is high enough to make that, which but it was a cute scene.
Yeah, it was. So now we go over to where, hold on, Heather was looking at Monica so wrong, it pissed me off. Bitch, you look down on the poor girl. I would have bought the toothpick with the next book. So, aunties, are you saying to me? Are you saying to me you would have just not even you being Monica, knowing that the girl is looking down, or did she not see her looking down, or she already kind of knows that's how they are? Yeah, I'd have been like, girl, I left my credit card at home too, and I would have bought nothing. We had to walk up, leave. Is that what you say, Auntie? Because
I thought she was just being like, no, like, what's going on over there? I'm more than like truly looking down on her. I think she was just like,
I don't think remember they had kind of made a friendship, some kind of some kind of powwow between the two of them a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate her.
Yeah, I don't. Well, we'll see. So we'll flip over to Whitney, Lisa, and Meredith. They wanted to go shopping, which I know that's where my sister Barb would have been. She'd have been over there.
I would have been in both.
Yeah, you would have been. Yeah, I know. Because
please,
girly girl over here likes all of it. Like that's what I like about Barb. That's why her name is Barb, y'all. It's world, because seriously, there is nothing, no girly thing that this little girl don't have, know of, thought about, any of it. Like it's something. It's funny for me because seriously, she needed to be in both places, and probably would have when I let her spend this much. But Lisa spends $900, not over $900, a little over $900. She spent $919. Whitney spent $770.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't show Meredith. I don't know if Meredith had. I know she did, but maybe she spent more. And they was like, we ain't gonna do that, or she spent less, and it was like, we ain't gonna do that either.
She might have spent more, because I know whatever she was looking at, I think Whitney was looking at it too, or she was like, no, that's so you, or whatever. She probably did and probably spent more, but whatever.
That's what I'm thinking. So 1 hour later, Heather gets a phone call that is so disturbing. She runs away from production. They're trying to follow her. They trying to follow her into her room. All she says, and this is the angle we get. We don't even get a full angle of what is going on. All we get is voice and somebody on the phone. She says, all we hear is her saying like, I can't believe it's her. I can't believe it's her. How could she do this to us? And she is freaking out. And so production finally gets in close with her, and she's moving the camera out of their way like, I can't. Give me a second. So we still, because they're stringing us along so good, so good. It was so good. So now we fast forward 4 hours later. We leave that scene on the balcony, heard that just happened. Now we fast forward, okay? 4 hours later. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 hours later, yes. So 4 hours later, Heather is giving evil eye good. I can't with Auntie Bernice. The good eye, Auntie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Heather says she got some devastating information. Her head is swimming, but it's too big and too damning, but she has to deal with it. What I put, but what's about to go down? Oh, she said, but what's about to go down is going to change their friendship forever. Could change their friendship forever. Okay, so the girls are getting dolled up for dinner. They having dinner outside. It looks like outside of the beautiful villa, beautiful mansion they are in. On the tables, there are their dolls that they have previous, with their previous outing they went on. They had made these little dolls. So in the bowls are the dolls sporadically everybody can sit where they want to sit. And so these dolls are sitting there. And so Heather says, yeah, we're going to play a game with the dolls a little later. And so then Heather makes this big speech. She was like, there's mysteries that are unsolved in Bermuda Triangle, triangle. And so production, like I told y'all earlier, production back here looking like these clouds, and this back here, the sky, the wind blowing, the girls is like all intrigued. The wind is blowing, and they're like electric, the lightning going on. I'm like, what's going on here, right? And so she's like, yeah, unsolved mysteries in the Bermuda Triangle, and she says, on this trip, they have all learned a lot about each other. But if there's one unsolved mystery that each one of us may have, that you have a question about to that specific person, you're going to pick up your doll and we're going to ask that question, whatever mystery question that is, or whatever hang up you have with this person, we're going to ask that person. Whitney went first. Right? So she asked Lisa, when Monica asked you where my whereabouts was after me and Heather had a little tete-a-tete, you said I was being dramatic. She says, but my mystery is that you are very dramatic. You are the one on the yacht jumping yesterday and went off on Meredith. So the mystery is, why is it okay for you to act a zip damn fool and I can't? It's basically what she said. Why I can't be promoted? And so then that just became a whirlwind of, hey, princess.
Here.
Happy New Year's, sister. Thank you for joining us. Oh, you guys, make sure y'all hit the like button on both our channels. This episode was so good that we didn't just jump, but it's a lot going on. Hit the like button for us, please, on both channels. And make sure you guys are subscribed to both channels as well. Princess just made me remember that because we just had another anniversary. Princess, we had another anniversary. It came up on my phone. So yeah, kudos. Okay, to you. So yeah, so that's when we get the whirlwind, the back and forth about who's more freaking dramatic. Girl, my head was spinning. Matter of fact, I wish I was taking a shot for every time they said who was more dramatic, because I know I would have been drunk. I would have been drunk as a ton.
We were up to like 15 or 16.
So they ended at 15, but I started when they first started. So it was like 4 before then. So we was up to like 1920. Hey, Ranting. Happy New Year, cousin. Honey.
Happy New Year.
When I tell you, I was like, oh my God. So next, Meredith goes next, right? So she asked Heather, she's like, Heather, we've been friends, Meredith is real dramatic too. We've been friends for quite some time. And you know, I just didn't feel supported on this trip. And so Heather's like, can you give me a time like when it happened? Yeah, sure, yeah. When we were in the cave, you didn't speak up for me at all. And that's when she was like, she says, that's when Meredith said, like, yeah, I was hurt. It was disappointing. I was like, oh God, you so Meredith, just say it, hurry up. You're gonna make me fall asleep trying to figure out when you're gonna get to the point. Damn. So Heather says, Monica is very, this is what Heather said to Meredith. Heather says, Monica was very clear and very convincing, and you didn't have an issue with it, really, Meredith said. So Meredith says, she doesn't, how Meredith said, I don't react to lies with screaming and yelling. I don't react to that. What I did was calmingly said, I don't believe, I don't believe her. And she was like, yeah, you kept it cool. Like she was like, what Meredith said, it hurt my feelings that me keeping my cool, basically, you didn't even believe me. Heather says it wasn't her that didn't just believe her, meaning Heather. It wasn't just me. All the girls didn't believe you. All the girls believed Monica over you, Meredith. So Heather posed the question and says, why do we all believe Monica? And when she turns to Monica and says, Monica, why do we all believe you? I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Right? So Monica, I was like, what is this? What's happening? Monica said, Monica, so this is where Monica be so truthful and just be like really standing in her bull. Like it'd be so funny to me, but she stands in it so clearly, like, what? Monica says, I don't know. Maybe because I had the evidence, I had the proof, I had the DMs, I had the timeline. I mean, and I threw myself, right into the fire. And this is where this is where I end up. I said, whoa. So Heather blatantly says, doesn't it, what'd she say? It don't have nothing to do with the truth. You said all that and you didn't say they believe me because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. What you talking about? Why did you come up with proof, DMs, what are you timelines? What are you talking about, Monica? Anything you want to say before I get into the rest of that? Because that's crazy to me.
No, this was again, this just like with the cousin thing, these were all just little, I was like just throwing them out, just trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. I really didn't care much about any of that. Whitney do be being dramatic. Lisa's also a dramatic person. And as far as everybody else, like, no, I just really was like, whatever. Meredith, Heather didn't want to stick up for you because you were coming off kind of weird to them. Can't get mad at that either. Like, meh.
I wonder if she did that because she just shut down because she couldn't fathom what was being said about her. But we'll go back. We'll figure that out. So anyway, yes.
I think she was telling the truth where she's just like, I don't have anything for you. If you think that I'm a liar, I'm not going to go through great lengths trying to convince you that I'm not. Some people are really like that, So, I mean.
Right. So like I said, Heather just was like, why you just didn't state the truth? Why you just didn't say that I was being truthful? And Monica's like, that's obvious. The first thing I said was I had proof. And like Heather was like, oh yeah. So now Heather, it's Heather's turn. And she has Meredith side-eye. She has the doll that's Meredith side-eye. But she says, I don't really have a mystery about you, Meredith. I don't really have no questions for you. However, I do have a few questions about Monica. an unsolved mystery, if you will.
If you will. Yeah.
You will. I said, uh-oh. So she says the mystery for her is, who is the real Monica? Who's the real Monica? Helen says she thought that she was getting to know the real Monica. They were bonding over being single moms. They were having a great time, lots of fun. You are charming, witty, funny, smarter than most people would think. And it was funny because she was like eating all that up, sucking that up. Oh yeah, girl, I am. I'm this. Yep, you right, girl. So what's the mystery, girl? What's the mystery? Put me on. Smarter than most people think. Pretty much like an open book, a truth teller. But she doesn't feel like that's the real person. Monica is the real. Monica, she is the real. Monica is someone who really doesn't want to be there for their friends and that wants to profit from their lives, their pain, and is who really is who. And that's who she really is. She wants to profit, basically scheming, conniving. They flash back to 2 hours earlier when Heather received a phone call that we saw earlier when we was on the balcony. Because remember, we're flashing back now, because now it's going to all make sense. So we flash back to when Heather received the phone call. She called the girls, all but Monica, to the beach.
And Angie.
And she didn't call Angie, right? She called the four core of the girls. So it was Whitney, Lisa, Meredith, and of course Heather called them there. And so she called them to the beach, and she tells them that Monica has been scheming and has been infiltrating their friendship group. Everybody's like, what? And all they've been trying to do all this time is champion her, uplift the child, or whatever. And they're like, so like, the real Monica is reality on tease. So, who is Reality Von Teese, who is an Instagram account that was created over 3 years ago and was dedicated to annihilating and exposing Jen Shaw. But it quickly expanded to trolling the girls, the four girls, Meredith, Lisa, Whitney, and Heather.
Yep.
And it was a character assassination on their part. They tried to this Von Teese, that person or whoever ran that was trying to infiltrate them, trying to character assassinate the girls. And now we find out, or Heather just found out on this phone call, that it's Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but they never knew. They knew about this. Excuse me, but they knew about the account, but they never knew who ran the account. So we find out that Heather's hairstylist, Tanisha, is also was close friends with Monica. This Tanisha does Heather's hair, but she also used to be close friends with Monica.
Her closest friend. Yep.
That's what she said, her closest friend. So in the that's what. And okay, so now in the confessional, they revealed to us how she was watching and listening to everything Monica was saying. This is hey Ray.
Hey, Ray.
They go back, so now we kind of go back into time, and now Heather is realizing she's been paying attention to what Monica's been doing, right? So Heather says, then it really got weird because before they went to Bermuda, she went to go grab Monica a gift card, probably for her birthday. She went to go grab her a gift card from her beauty bar and found out that Monica had 3 accounts under 3 different last names, but in these 3 different last names was the same birthday. And so Heather immediately calls her business partner, Dre. Dre's on the computer, looking stuff up, and she finds out that one of the accounts is basically the bill ain't been paid and owes a lot of money. So now we're like, Okay, so Monica, not only do you run this Von Teese thing, now we find out you have went to this girl's business and didn't pay her bill, opened up numerous accounts. Like you fraudulent. You real fraudulent. So Heather, I don't know whatever word this is, went. Oh, so Heather got DMs, went all in the DMs and got things. I'm sorry. I don't know what I put right here. I don't know why it's blah, blah, blah. The bill's a lot of money. Okay, Heather and DM went on DM. Okay. Oh, then Heather says, then the stuff went on about the DM, about Angie and her family. And that was like weird. She was like, dang, the timing is weird about that. She found it odd that these DMs. Say it again.
No. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. So she, so the timing of the DMs was odd to her. So the fact that they were at dinner dressed up in a pirate suit, remember when they was at the Pirates, when they went, I'm going back, they flashed back. So when they went at the Pirates thing, Monica said she had just got DM that day while everybody was there at this place. Now remember, this had already happened. They had already discussed it. So now Heather is she's like, very convenient that somebody would text while we're all together, a convenient text that you, Monica, got and that you're bringing to the table. Like, I just got a text. Did you get it, Monica? I mean, Meredith? Meredith's like, I didn't even check my DMs. I mean, I'm on vacation. And remember, if you go back, Monica is the one that said, when Meredith came to her about the DM in the first place, she said, I don't really check my DMs, if y'all recall. I don't really check my DMs. Let me check. And lo and behold, there it was in all its glory, the DMs that Meredith had. Remember? But I digress. I digress. We'll go back to where we was at. I just want to get this part because I know my sister got that part. We're gonna get into that. And so that was weird, right? And then in fact, that's when Heather remembered Monica saying that she knew that this is all the epiphanies that's going on with Heather. Heather goes back to her and Monica being on the beach and her saying, the secret account seems weird. None of us would make a secret account. And Monica, out of her own stupid, dumb, crazy mouth, she's such a truth serum, like people say. She ends up saying, she's like, Monica says that, I knew none of y'all girls would make no DM or account like that. Y'all wouldn't do nothing like that. I would. Y'all wouldn't, but I would. And Heather was like, wait a minute. Don't say that. You wouldn't make no fake account and go in a DM and send a fake DM. And she's sitting there cackling. She laughed that thing off. So Heather is still stuck to her guns and asking her, so you would make a fake account and DM yourself, like I said. So anyway, so knowing how well Tanisha knows Monica, Heather calls her, and Heather says she had a crisis of conscience and came clean and told her that Monica was the real Von Teese and that Tanisha was there for it all, which is puzzling because remember, we'll get to how many people may be on the account. And for that she was there for it all, and that she flooded Heather's phone with screenshots, text messages, recordings, videos, DMs, voice things, all kind of evidence exposing Monica, and she was devastated, right? But Heather didn't stop there, y'all. Heather didn't stop there. She ends up calling somebody else, one of her friends, and getting ironclad proof that this girl was the person that really was the person that was behind this Von Teese account. I'm gonna leave it right there. Let's go back to the door. That was a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. That's for the people that really don't watch, but they be like, dang.
Yeah, because there are people that don't even watch the show, but do like the commentary and stuff. So there you have it, y'all. Again, in a nutshell, what I thought mainly with this, well, first of all, I need to pat myself on the back and give myself kudos because, and y'all were here for it, I jumped on that grenade when Monica said what she said on that beach, which was that, yeah, that's something I would do, is exactly what she said. I jumped on that and was like, interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna just put that in my back pocket for later. So last night I took it out of my back pocket when all this was happening. So yep, just gotta give myself props for that.
I gave you props earlier.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, definitely like that come back around. I just knew it. I felt it. Like, you know, when y'all just feel stuff, I felt it. And with this whole scene, it was definitely interesting seeing them all come together. This is again why I was like, okay, I don't care about this, I don't care about that or whatever, because in this scene they were all able to come together, the core four of them, and see what has been transpiring around them this entire time. It was I had a lot of thoughts, but we'll get more into that in the end. I think the only thing else as far as that was Heather telling the ladies that she wanted to confront Monica at the dinner that night. She didn't want to let her know right then and there. Like, Heather wanted to make a moment out of this, if you ask me, which is fine, you know, whatever. So they were all game for that. And she wanted them to back her up, of course. So of course she had to have like a 2.2 second like little meltdown about the whole thing, which I mean, and well, first of all, let me ask you, were you around for like the whole reality Von Teese thing? Because I wasn't really checking for it then. So I missed this whole thing.
I wasn't checking for that. But I do know, I mean, that name, when they said up, I was like, oh yeah, I do. I remember that name. I do remember that coming up, but I wasn't in, I don't know how I want to put it, but I wasn't into like the shade of it all, like that. I think at that time I was into all about the tea, and so that's where I was getting it, and that kind of was like enough, because she talked about everything all the time, about everything. It's going on so much, so I still feel like, but I did hear about that person, that Von Teese person, but I didn't go into. I couldn't tell you what was said on there or nothing.
Yeah, I knew that they were like getting storms on the blogs and stuff like that, but I wasn't following it. And you know, a lot of us kind of backed away a little bit after the whole whatever that lady's name was that was on the show season 2 or whatever. A lot of people kind of stepped back a little bit from that, so maybe a lot of this was happening while I had this whole thing kind of on pause a little bit, maybe, I don't know. But nonetheless, y'all, the secret's out. Everybody's aware at this point, and immediately Monica, she's sitting there and she's like, no, that is not how that happened. She calls BS, and Heather's like, I have all the receipts, text messages, DMs, you name it, I have all the receipts.
Yeah. Let me see it. Let me see it then. Let me see it.
Be at this table. You don't deserve to be amongst us, because at the end of the day, and also Whitney had to move her seat in this moment too. She was just like, I'm over it. I need to move over here. Because when I saw how the seats were, it was like 2, 2, 2, whatever. I was like, who's going to sit next? They should have put Angie next to her, duh. But anyway,
she might have swung on Angie. I'm glad they didn't put Angie right there. She would have swung on Angie.
I mean, no, I'm glad, but I was just surprised. Heather reveals that Monica got caught on camera at Meredith's store when the clutch, you know, the infamous like clutch being stolen, all that, y'all. When the clutch was stolen, Monica was in the building. However, we also got a little clip of when Monica tried to make it seem like it was the first time she had been in Meredith's store earlier this season. So again, more and more inconsistencies. Meredith had chimed in at that point. So they're all kind of starting to chime in. Lisa chimes in. She claims that Monica used to do drive-bys in her personally owned vehicle. She's do drive-bys past Jim's house, and of course Monica is going to defend herself because, you know, it's her against everybody else at this point. And she said that she didn't need to do drive-bys, honey, when she was with her all the time, you dumb bitch. And Lisa, of course, becomes unhinged at that point. Like, don't call me no bitch. Don't call me this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. Like, that's what we're not doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in her confessional, Monica goes on to say that reality behind tease, the account was never just one person. It wasn't just me. There were several other humans involved, but bottom line, our mission was to take down Jen Shah. The other women were just collateral damage. Audible gas again. Then Angie gets involved, which I was a little confused by. I didn't really see. Maybe I had to watch it back again. I didn't really understand where she got involved at, but she gets involved and acts like she about to like.
Angie?
Yeah, she like chimed in.
Oh, because they was doing the she like shh. She was like you know how you try to silence somebody and they was like, I didn't do that ish. That's what Monica was. I didn't do that ish. I didn't do that ish. And then that's what Angie was like, ish. And then Monica's like, girl, don't make me tell you what you did. I was like, oh God.
Because so prior to that, y'all, Angie was sitting there like this the entire time prior to that. That was Angie the entire time.
She was quiet. Church
so then all this is again transpiring. And Monica also says that she said the ladies were DMing the page as well. So she's like, okay, this is what you're not going to do, because I can't even name the amount of times that y'all were DMing or saying stuff or whatever in the DMs. And she also says that it was Tanisha's account that started it. And they're like, what did you do with the account? At the end of the day, you keep saying it wasn't just you or whatever. Okay, then what was your role in it? Put it on the table right now. Clear it up right now. And she goes on to try to attempt to do that. But before I knew it, Lisa chimed in to say something, and she was met with, I didn't catch all of it because there was a lot of bleeps, but I did pick up on Monica hurling another old out there, another rubbery, and I also heard something about Donnie. It was a lot. It was a lot going on, y'all. I'm trying to give you guys my rendition of it because it was a lot of back and forth.
It's bad.
And Heather, of course, has to deliver another insightful monologue of which she details how they were all ride or die women. They were friends. They went through the BS with Jen, and they were plagued by it, all the BS for years and years and years. Couldn't even get up out of bed because they thought, oh, what am I about to be hit with today? It was a very, very daunting time for them. And although it was such a bad time, they stuck it out with her. She stuck it out. Heather in particular, she stuck it out so much so, y'all, that she even lied to protect Jen. Lied about what, you say? This is when we find out that Heather went through such lengths to protect Jen's character, I guess, that she thought it was okay to lie about the black eye. Jen Shah gave Heather the black eye, the infamous black eye, y'all. Before I go on, who was surprised to find out that Jen gave Heather the black eye? Okay, I guess no one. So again, when we said mysteries, that's why I said emphasis on plural, because we got all these little bits and pieces to the story, and my mouth was open. My mouth was open, not because I was surprised by that particular point, but just by like everything. It was. Do you have
I'm just like I'm just still thinking about all of that happened. That was a lot. The fact that like Heather said, that she went to great lengths to do that, to keep that away from us, is insane. And even when they flash back to when Meredith comes upstairs, she's sitting next to Jen, and and Heather takes those glasses off, and that eye is like this. And Meredith's like, what happened? When they showed Jen,
Bumped up.
I was like, you even see them even pull hey man, all I'm gonna say is let me find out production was paid, allegedly. Because how the heck we gonna get into some things, y'all. Don't go nowhere because we're gonna get into some things. Because there's gonna be something that we're gonna pull up, which makes me be like, okay, so it's gonna be one word against another, or somebody getting paid off of somebody got paid off to sweep that thing under the rug. And we gonna get into some things. But the fact that Monica called this goofy, first of all, Lisa is not that bad. So to call this lady, you dumb, we should call her a dumb old fucking piece of shit. Leather rubbery B, Donald Trump man, shut the F up. I said, wait, what? What? It made Lisa jump up. Lisa jumped up. Did you see Lisa jump up? Lisa was like, girl, the New York came out and Lisa so quick. I was like, Lisa, are you going to walk over there? I want you to walk over there. Walk over there to her. Because I'm like that. I'm messy like that. You're not about to be spewing all that on me. I'm going to show you what this old leather rubbery, all that these hands going to do to you. Talking that smack. Girl, you younger than us and you look just as old as us. If you don't get on my face, and the fact that you even with us is a privilege. Girl, understand. I can buy your face if I want to. That's what Lisa can tell. I can buy your free. If I want to look like you, girl, I could buy your face. I don't want your face. I got my own face. So the fact that she can think that she can go off on somebody, Monica, I understand you understanding your stuff, but the way you even tried to hush, we're gonna get to that too. When she tried to hush Angie up and comfort Angie was ready to pop off on her too.
No, I went past that. Y'all, that was in the scene.
Yeah, she popped off at Angie because what you said was you didn't know why she popped off. So Angie was like, so what happened was Angie was like, she tried to tell Angie to shut up because I'll expose you. She's like, expose me for what? What did I do? She's like, oh no, you know the part you play. She said, what did I do? So they pull up this that don't make no lick of sense. This is Angie's DMs. All this shows us is that she was commenting on a story because it's nothing there. And even if it was, it's so minute that doesn't incriminate Angie like, oh, she was part of the Von T's group. It looks like she was following them and laughing at shit. Now you can call her out on that. Why are you laughing? Who are you laughing at? Why you thought that was funny? But then if you think about it, remember her and Jen got into it when they was out by you, Barb, and Diego, when she poured that drink on Angie, and it was at Angie's friend's house. So in Angie's defense, she's looking at all of y'all sideways like, how y'all let her do that to me and then speak up for me. So really, if anybody want to be mad, we'll be Angie at y'all. So if she want to laugh at y'all and kiki about it because y'all getting clown, that's on her. But to say that she's part of it or she's part of Von T's and all that, Monica, that's why you almost got your head cut off with that thing on them flower pot. But the thing is, Angie's a smart businesswoman. She not gonna tarnish her image like that. So what she did was let you know, girl, I'll get up, I'll pick it up, and I will make you eat it. But I'm not gonna touch you. I ain't gonna touch you. She better than me because I'd have touched her. That's why they ain't got no. This why they ain't got no Housewives of California. Maybe in Orange County, they ain't got one in the hood. They ain't got one.
Wait, I was like, wait, sisters too.
They in a good neighborhood.
Let me touch these comments because y'all can comment. Tanisha helped her in the page, and I believe once Monica finished getting Jen, she was done with the page. That's why she was sitting there like the Godfather without a care in the world. I could see that.
I can see that too.
So they just now find out that Monica is a scamming hoe who likes
know about it.
Payday. I mean, kind of, sort of. No, more so. I thought, yeah, we were about to get into the whole lawsuit of it all. But that wasn't really the focus this episode. I said what I said when I said my jaw was open, because I'm like, ooh, I thought I knew everything, and I didn't know anything apparently. I'm gonna ask when I get back. Period. Pretty freaking much.
This is why we see each other.
Monica would have got assaulted if it were me. She was terrorizing for 4 years.
4. Count the things.
That ish on RHOA or RHONJ, because us Jersey girls don't play. So it would have went down a whole other way if I was there. But
come on now. Come on, Jersey girl. Come on, Jersey girl.
Angie wasn't going bust the grape. You see how good she put that, but no, she wasn't. But it's just so funny when she does.
You know what? But Angie embodies gangster. Remember, she said, "I'm gangster. I run Salt Lake City. So let her live, Auntie. Let her live."
She was glad to be there, yo. It was very messy. Yes, she said the words collateral damage. So that shows me that no, you weren't there. You had an agenda prior to attempting to be our friends. Whatever. Well, I can say that Monica played chess. She sure did. She pulled the and we're gonna get we'll give our final thoughts.
We're gonna do that a little more.
Not Jen was whooping up. Oh my God. Are we surprised though? Like, no.
The way she put glasses down on people, we're not surprised.
Heather, I was shocked that Heather finally admitted who gave her back. Yeah, it was Heather.
That saddened me though, because I'm like, Heather, you didn't hit her back.
Like we would have both been sitting in the jail cell.
I would probably be sitting where she's sitting. No, I've been in another jail cell because she's in the feds. I'd have been in the States. Like, yeah, I have to put my paws on her.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, she said Donald Trump hands. I just heard Donald Trump, and I was like,
no, she did. She said hands because I went back and said I went back and listened to it a gang of times, and I almost put my thing up, but it probably wasn't gonna say it. And the last time I said, she said Donald Trump hands.
Are they like
no, which means Donald Trump is orange. Remember
orange?
No, but remember when she was on one of the reunions and all her body was real tan and her hands was the color of the sky down here.
Oh, I gotta go look back.
Oh my God. When I tell you her hands was dark. Let me see your hands, Bar. Go like this. Oh, they was darker than yours.
That's a tragedy. That's a tragedy. The black guy definitely had. Yeah, they actually, I think, was it Monica? Was it somebody? I've been on everybody's different lives, and I've been collecting everything up so we can talk about it. But on something I saw, it was that cameras, there was only like one hall camera or something like that at that time when the whole black eye occurred. They had wrapped that day. You let another cast member assault another and still be on the show. But if that would have happened somewhere anyway. Lisa, her age, gotten any work done. Yeah, I don't. Lisa's just Lisa to me. I don't.
She does look good for her age. That's a real team. She about to be 50.
When people are so quick to jump on and say stuff like that, it's because they've been thinking it the whole time. So no, Heather was right. No, she's not there to be y'all's friend for real, because the way it just comes out and she gets so high into the right with stuff. Okay, that's why it's fine. Check out the interview with the hairdresser tonight at 8 p.m. on Josiah's World TV. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. I definitely comments because I am very, very eager to see what's up with that. Because I want to know what's up with Miss Tanisha. Heather's much bigger than Jen. Yeah, there wouldn't have been. I don't.
It's like a big intimidation factor there, though. She was always walk. I think they were really afraid of Jen.
They were. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
If you want to just throw plates and do crazy stuff, that's fine and all. Like, you need to really, like, anybody can do the crazy antics of it all, but
I'm gonna laugh at you.
We're really gonna fight, then let's fight. Like, I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, we shouldn't be, but I'm just saying, don't start none, won't be none.
Pretty much. Heather is a big. Should I have a tall house? She let Jailhouse Jen almost take her. That was.
Here's a mystery question. Here's the mystery question, sis, for the day. What in the hell did Heather say to Jen for Jen to pop her arm back and knock your face off like that? What could you have possibly said to Jen? Because you know Jen popped off her the most minute little thing when they hit hard third. I would love. That's why we're gonna find out hopefully. Because remember, reunion's coming, but that's the mystery question. What did you say? What happened? We know what happened. You got hit.
We're gonna get into all that.
But anyway, that's the mystery question for me.
We saw that on the trailer for the reunion. We're definitely probably gonna get most of these answers answered then, hopefully.
And I agree. Tanisha, what was that? Auntie Bernice that said Tanisha ran the account for so long, and then she kind of wiped her hands up and let it go. And I'm kind of like still side eyeing, like, why you let her get into the friend group? You should have already told Heather. You got a mole in the group. You should have dropped a hint or something. Jen was probably drunk or got told. They were drunk. That her
was super drunk. Apparently, they had been.
She was. We know she was. We know that part.
Monica's live because Monica wasn't there, obviously. But who is Dana? Was that one of Jen's assistants or somebody?
I don't know. I remember hearing that name or seeing that name come up.
She was around, and I want to say that's where I got that from. Dana was on Monica's live because they cool or whatever last night, and she was the one that said there was like one camera. And they have been super drunk and rowdy all night or whatever. She was a friend of last. I need to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember I seen her, but I don't remember what she looks like or the name Dana. I remember it wasn't Dana. It's Dana, and it's such a weird name.
She the one that like. Ooh. I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but I think I know who she is finally. But I was like, who is this Dana? They're saying Dana. Who is Dana?
I want to watch that interview too. We got questions too.
When we're gonna be in there. Y'all, just to wrap up again with the episode, it was giving very much Gossip Girl. And at the end of all of that, Heather's like, you know, you can leave, like, bye. And Monica gets up and she walks right on away like a poor little puppy dog in a blanket. And of course, very much on brand with Housewives. Of course, we have to get the whole spiel about everybody and what they got going on. Heather has been relishing her time with all three daughters, enjoying conversations about life, love, but definitely not sex. Okay. Lisa's was, after sending Jack off to the Mission Training Center, Lisa has kept herself busy with her new favorite hobby, Henry. Whitney continues to navigate the bumpy road of marriage, work, and family with Bobby as her chauffeur. I think that was it for her. Yeah. Angie and Sean have recommitted to working on their marriage, starting with more date nights and alone time. Yeah, she looks like angelic or something. Electra now sleeps in her own bed
most of the time.
Oh, I should have took that screenshot because you know Seth was right next to her with his flask.
Yes.
Rough winter with her friends and 4 unbearable days without a bathtub, Meredith went home and immediately upgraded to a jacuzzi in her rental.
That's baller.
If that's what you want to do, go by all means. She's pulling a Mia and not the rental. Right. Since arriving home, Monica has not spoken with the other women nor her mother. With her divorce finalized, she is focused on raising her daughters and has no plans to return to Bermuda, y'all. And I want to say we got like the smallest snippet of Monica too in that scene where she said something along the lines of this not being the end. There's so much more to the story. However, that dinner table was not the time nor place. So who knows, y'all? The saga can continue with the whole reality Von Teese thing and Monica's secret hidden agenda or who she really was. I feel like this is not the end that we'll be hearing about this. Wow.
Definitely. Yeah. Reunion has got it. The thing is that the reunion is 3 parts. So we definitely should get some questions solved. Like we should get some answers. ticket. I'll never tell.
Girl, I'm about to rewatch it. I gotta find out when it comes on. Yeah. Okay. So, where should we take things right now? So as I was saying, y'all, I'm not gonna play it, but I did see some of the live with Monica. She went live last night after the show. And my main takeaways from that was she admitted that Reality Volunteers, there was 7 people total. You know, her and I guess Tanisha are two of the 7. So the other 5, I guess we don't know, but whatever. And she also says that she hasn't spoken to the other ladies since Bermuda. Are we surprised? No. However, not however, she even had to take a different flight. Like they changed her flight and everything. And all this pours into why everything was how it was at BravoCon and why they didn't have a panel and all that type of stuff, because there's this is another divided class. There's the legit beef there now. She did say, however, that she doesn't have an issue with anybody, or she only has an issue with, I guess, Heather and Lisa mainly, because she said that she doesn't have an issue with Meredith or Whitney. So I guess you guys fill in the blanks there. And I was seeing something along the lines of like people saying on, I think it was Twitter, that Angie K knew about something. And I was like, are they just saying that because of the whole DMs? I don't know if you guys saw anything about that, but it was talk that she knew about something. I was like, okay.
So if let's hypothetically say if she did know, then what? So now they're gonna turn on her. She can't be part of the friend group. I mean, I'm asking. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm being devil's advocate. I like if we find out. I'm wondering those 4 girls, if they're gonna be like looking at Angie's side eye, like, girl, you knew and you didn't say nothing.
The thing is,
excuse me,
like a more of an eye opener type situation in general here. I think what the thing would be with that is if she did know something, if she was part of something, whatever, she probably didn't do enough or didn't know enough or whatever. Her role and everything wasn't probably big enough for them to ice her out completely. So they probably, iced out Monica, and they probably rather keep Angie around for storyline purposes rather than to cast her aside as well too. Then over this, they probably still need something, to talk about or whatever. And maybe next season, if Angie did play a significant role or whatever, they'll probably use that to their advantage to now focus that storyline on that. That's what I think.
I hope she didn't play a significant part, and I hope that it was very minute and she learned from her mistakes. Like, I mean,
it doesn't make me feel differently if she knew or didn't know about her. I still want to see her back, definitely. And we did catch there's going to be some bit of a burn book at the reunion, which I feel like the whole receipt books, binders and stuff like that, I feel like it's a little tired at this point. I feel like it's a little tired at this point, but Monica said that burn book got some real tea and receipts in it, y'all. And she tried to say that, like, oh, I should publish it or whatever. I don't really think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to sue her if she does. And if she really did want to do that and really did want to get to the bag, she would have been smart to drop it. Maybe not last night, but yeah, she would be smart to publish it as long as it doesn't incriminate her or get her sued or anything like that. Because talk about a payday, everybody and their mom will buy that. She would be able to send at least two of them girls to college off the proceeds from that book. Just think about the amount of like pre-sales and all that. Like, come on now. Yeah. She did say that Mary has been checking on her, though. This is, again, just the bits and pieces.
Monica said this in her live last night, that Mary been checking on her. Because I can't wait to see I'm sorry to cut you off, but I can't wait to see when Mary does rejoin and what she feels about what went on. You know what I mean? Like with them, because Mary wasn't on the Bermuda trip. She watched when we watched, I'm sure. Everybody is not real close to Mary, so I don't see them running back when the Bermuda trip happened, going right back to Mary, like, hey girl, do you know they ain't doing none of that. So I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be interested in seeing Mary's spin on it and what she's thinking and how she feels about Monica, or because her disdain for the girls, is that gonna keep her like, well, I don't care what Monica did. Like, she probably don't, especially with Barb saying that last night in the live, Monica said that Mary had checked on her. We already filmed the reunion, so it's like, okay, so Mary, if you've checked on her now, and it was right after everything happened, we don't know when she's checked on her. And the way Monica is, she's not good. She's good at bending the truth. So she could have checked on her, but she could have checked on her the day after the Bermuda trip. She might have not been checking on her since then. So, I don't know. Did y'all notice nobody apologized to Meredith after finding out it was Monica? Now, I did notice that, but I was thinking they're probably going to do it on the reunion. But I think too,
not a factor.
Yeah, you don't think it's a factor that they? Do you think they owe Meredith an apology? Bart?
I mean, I guess so. I just think it wasn't a factor as far as like there's bigger fish to fry right now. Like, I just think it wasn't a thought at that time.
Okay, so I believe, going to both of your points, Ray, yes, I do believe that they should apologize. I'm shocked that they didn't apologize to her then. But to Barb's point, they did have bigger fish to fry, and that goes to what I was saying. They're probably going to apologize on the reunion. That's what I think.
This just shows that these women, you know how it's always, I feel like it's always a question, at least for me, when talking about these shows, like, are you guys really friends, or like, what is the, like, how low are y'all willing to go? I think we see now how low these women are willing to go, and that at the end of the day, I guess you could say they do see each other as the core four, at least see each other as friends enough not to ever drop it below a certain level, I guess. Yeah.
I'm you know what, the bonding that they're doing over this trauma that they have all been a part of. I mean, sometimes it makes the bonding a little bit more like, ooh, like, wow. So so yeah, I'm here for them. I always like the four of them. They are, they do mesh well. Even when they argue, their arguments still come out like, okay, well, I'm sorry. All right, well, okay. Don't do it again, and we good. So some of that stuff I kind of enjoy, because some people, I'm not a grudge holder. Like, once I got off my chest, I'm over it. Like, I'm done. Bring it to me again, then I'm gonna bring it back on your again for bringing it to me again. But when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Speaking of like reactions and apologies and stuff like that, I did, because this will kind of segue us into my next point. I saw this tweet. I thought it was funny. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Let me share.
I'm nervous.
Oh, this one's just cute.
Okay.
Share screen.
So it's like me.
I
said, so it's like me. You said it was cute. I said it's like me.
I just thought this was funny. I think my favorite takeaway from this episode is that the ladies reacted much more dramatically and angrily to finding out a castmate was behind a troll account than they did when their friend was arrested for stealing from the elderly.
Wowzers.
Yeah, I just thought that was
that's something, because that's true tea, factual and actual. Like, I mean, so I too, Lisa went live today.
Okay.
On her Instagram. I have some of it, but I really could just pretty much tell you. She also says that all the girls are good. The core four are good because people were asking her how her and Meredith is, and she said that they're fine. That she was talking about. I love it when she said it. She's like, it was like the Super Bowl of maybe I can play a little bit of it.
Because they were saying that on like the stories and stuff like that a lot. This was a very well received.
My neck is killing me.
Let me see. But yeah, she was.
Okay,
But
back live.
okay, let me see.
I was like, I'm on my way to Park City.
Can you hear it or not?
Up here. Hey, everybody. Okay, drop your comments on what you thought about last night's episode. Honestly, it was so crazy, and just rewatching it back and reliving it was like nuts. I can't wait for you guys to see the reunion. Thank you. Hi, everybody.
She looks really pretty. She looks really, really pretty.
So after last night, I woke up today and I feel like so refreshed because I'm like, okay, there, you guys saw it. You guys know what we were dealing with all season. Draw me, bitch. Hi. You are literally the best artist ever. Like the cutest everything you do. I love my magnets. Henry said they're inappropriate because they have a little too much cleavage. Let me see here. Hi. Okay. So let me see some of the comments. Drop your comments on what you thought last night, like what you thought about the episode. I know a lot of people were saying it's like the Super Bowl. Honestly, this season felt like the Super Bowl. Crazy. Oh, the sun's so bright. Heading right into the sun. Hey, everybody. So crazy. It was definitely like a whirlwind. Were you guys surprised? Did you see it? Thank you very much. My New York came out last night. Like, I hate lies. Like, they drive me insane. When people lie, it makes me crazy. It was like the Super Bowl.
So I'm going to just tell y'all, she was going through the mountains, so her phone, she was going in and out. But what she did say is that the girls are still, they all talked. They're all good. And that she's happy that Monica has been exposed and that the reunion is going to tell a lot. She said it's going to answer a lot of our questions. And she said that she liked the way that the production did, the editing. They left a lot in there. She says usually when they do like 5 hours, you might get 1 minute of that or, or so. She was like, they did their thing this time. And like I said earlier, they did. I really feel like they didn't leave us hanging on a lot of things. They really meshed them very well together. And things started, not even timelines, but the way they put it together, I was like, you definitely put us on a roller coaster. And for her to say it was crazy to live it, but it is what it is. I'm like, dang. I kept asking her, did you know that Jen Shaw did that assaulted her? But she didn't answer. She was on for like 35 minutes. Like I said, she came in and out. So yeah, it was cool, and she did look pretty. I was like, dang girl, Monica can't talk about you. I don't know what's going on. You look good, girl.
Stay tuned, y'all, because apparently this reunion seems like it's gonna be a good one.
Oh, speaking of which, are we gonna look at it? Any of their
Yeah, I thought we'd do that like last because.
Okay. You got more. You got more.
Let's roll over.
Okay, we got more. I forgot. I know it's over. I know it is.
We also, some of us also caught that Jen also posted some stuff to her
story. Her IG story.
I only knew about that because Monica mentioned it on Live too. So let's go over here and see what's on her. So I haven't even looked at it. I was waiting to look with y'all. Let's see. Ooh. Oh God, wait.
That's all it is. It's just that. That's why I sent you. That's why I sent you the
I didn't even read it because I was like, I just want to literally see it with y'all.
Yeah.
Bravo if I punched Heather in her eye, you guys would have footage to prove it. It's clear the show can't live without me since I was brought up at the beginning, middle, and end of season 4. Andy is still butthurt that I turned down his one-on-one interview. Why would you sit down with someone who gave another cast member a black eye? Next story. My thing is, we didn't, like I just said, I wasn't there, but from what I have gathered at this point, it seems as though, again, this was after hours, so there wasn't a camera that could be there. So I feel like that's not really justification enough, at least for me, to believe that it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And I mean, to her point, though, I do have to say, yes, her name was brought up a lot. A lot of the initial drama was centered around her, or she was the catalyst for it, I guess. However, the Monica and everybody else kind of put their own spin on things from there. They took the baton and made it what they wanted to, even though, again, it did stem from all of them having a connection to Jen. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. What about you?
Yeah, Lisa had brought up, because they were, the only reason why I had went to it is because they brought it up in Lisa's live, and she said, she was like, they was asking, did you see Jen's story? And when they were saying that, I wasn't thinking IG. I was like, she put a story out. So anyway, she was like, yeah, I saw it. She was like, somebody else probably asked her, like, is that her? And she was like, yeah, I think she can do her IG account from jail. And I was like, oh my God.
No, it's somebody else.
So I was like, oh my God, I don't think she could do that either. And so, so I went to the story, pulled this up, and I was thinking to myself, like, we can go back to the reunion, because didn't Andy ask her more than one time? How many times did he even ask her about what happened to her eye? And she said she didn't want to talk about it, right?
I don't remember, but I know it was numerous. It was asked, and
right. Meaning it was asked. Nobody said nothing. Nobody held her feet to the fire. Nobody was like, no, we need to know, because we need to know who we need to press charges on. Like, nobody went into that. And we all know was only so many people that was with her at that time. So we all thought pretty much that it was Jen. Me, I didn't want to believe it was Jen, because I'm thinking, what could she have did to you? I know y'all didn't fight, because you don't look like you had a fight. When they showed Heather again with that black eye, she has like a little mark on her arm as well. So I was always like, maybe she fell, like, kind of fell out of her bed. But man, I don't know. I don't know why they felt compelled to put this on her story. Like, to me, I don't think they should do this.
She told them to, because she's vain. She told them to. I don't remember the person's name that runs her account, but Monica did make mention of who that person was that is running her account now. I think it was one of her assistants or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember the person.
It's not a good look. They shouldn't have put nothing up. Don't say nothing. Because now it's really, to me, we all know the cameras went down at a certain time. We all know the camera that don't go down is not in your bedrooms. We all know that you were the last one to pretty much see her. You were right there when Meredith, and even her words, if you look at it, when they played it back, and she was like, yeah, she said to Meredith, yeah, we didn't know what to do. And so we called you. I'm like, you didn't know what to do. Like, you went, like, when I rewatched it, I watched it back a couple of times. I was like, oh yeah, she was definitely telling on herself. If you look at it, she's telling on herself. Or even her eyes, everything about it, she's telling on herself. So for you to put this up, say it again.
She had to put this up to stay relevant. She knew this was her relevant.
Going back to what you said, being vain, because this is stupid. Like, we pretty much can piece together that you did that, and for you to sit here and say I didn't, and I would have got. This goes back to when I said earlier, unless she paid somebody off. Because why wouldn't y'all press charges? charges? Why wouldn't y'all dig deeper? Why didn't y'all go further into investigation with her face looking the way it looked? Even though she didn't want you guys to, it's like still feel like you guys had an obligation as a crew or a TV show to find out what happened to somebody that you guys are supposed to protect. So yeah, I don't know. This is a bad look. I do think that Jen did it. I can't wait to see the reunion and find out why she did it. If we'll get the full truth from Heather, because it took her so long to tell us this truth. So, hopefully she's ready to tell us everything. And I don't mean every blow by blow, but just, the facts and why this happened to her.
Yeah.
And why we didn't fight back.
Yeah, I'm definitely wasn't expecting to get back onto that topic, but definitely since we did open Pandora's box, I expect to finally get some answers. And honestly, in regards to Black Eye and stuff like that, I feel like honestly, Monica, although she was looking wild right now, like Monica throughout this whole thing, she was looking wild. Like Monica is a wild girl. Like, wow. But Heather, however, looks low-key. I wouldn't be surprised if people say she looks low-key like a liar or kind of weird too right now. Although she is the one that revealed all this, and we're supposed to obviously as a collective probably look at Monica as the villain or whatever. Heather, we're not gonna act like you didn't try to cover up something and weren't looking weird too about this whole Black Eye thing. Like, conveniently throw it in there now when we kept asking you what happened and you were just like, didn't want to talk about it. I don't know. So I hope she's really gonna stand in her truth now. Yeah, I don't know. Jen since we are talking about Jen, do you guys think that you want to see her back on the show season freaking 10 or something? I don't know how long she has to be in there. I forgot. But do y'all want to see her back when she gets out of prison? I wanted to ask that. You're muted. Are you talking to me? You're muted.
Okay. Am I unmuted now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My microphone had fell. So it must have muted itself. Anyway, I feel like if Jen gets the help she needs, then yeah, because let's go back to what Monica says, that when she was going off on Lisa, and she was like, because Lisa was like, she didn't want nobody to be videotaping her and get mad at her and throw this on the blog. And then she was like, well, be good to your employees and don't treat your employees a certain way like your best friend Jen Shaw did. So, which means that she thinks that Jen Shaw was a bully. And that was the whole reason why she made this page for Jen Shaw, and because she was trying to expose Jen Shaw for the bully woman she is, right? So with that, for me, I think that Jen needs to redeem herself, get some anger management, dig deep, get some therapy while she's, sitting down for a minute, and we'll see. I wouldn't just say, yeah, just throw her back in there. No. Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm looking at everybody weird. Like, that wasn't. I'm looking at Heather weird. I'm looking at Monica weird because you were still working for her, and I guess you were trying to be on some like whole I need to expose her vigilante type, doing your service or whatever. I'm looking at everybody's side that just along with we're gonna be on Jen's side, or we're not gonna give her the smoke that she deserved at that time. So they're kind of in the same basket as far as that for me. Oh, I want to also make note of this as well. My best friend had sent me she sent me, she's like, did you see what Mary had to say about like production and her edit and stuff like that? And I was like, what are you talking about? was like, no, I didn't. So I wanted to kind of see if you guys had seen this. Let me share my screen again.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wait.
My computer's acting up. That's why I'm off screen.
Okay. It's okay. Okay. Can you guys see it? Okay. Let's hope that you guys can hear and see this when I hit play.
How much are we?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
I stayed like an hour.
An hour?
Yeah, I got all dressed up, flew all across the other side of the country for an hour.
Would you have wanted to be on more?
I was good.
You were good.
Yeah, I was
Because
good.
hold
I
on.
got rest.
Why weren't you at Meredith's event? I was like, hold on, Meredith's somebody that Mary's
I
close
wasn't
with.
invited. Teddy. I was
What do
not
you mean
invited.
you weren't invited?
They stopped inviting me. Like they tried to, because I did all the stuff that I did on the show.
Yeah.
I was trying, like they were trying to wing me out.
Hold
And I
on, the
promise.
women or production?
No, I was not invited. I wasn't even invited on the trip. And that's real. And that's no crumbs. That's real life.
Okay, so I thought you were taking yourself out of this
No.
situation.
No,
saying
I
you
got
wouldn't
taken
go.
out.
Oh my
And
gosh.
when they like aired it, people wanted more, so they had to fly back and re-film. We just got through filming with me maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago.
No worries.
Yeah,
So
but I wasn't invited to a lot of that stuff. But thank God,
well,
because
Who-
I can't imagine I would have been bored out of my mind.
and then people were saying that Jen Shaw was gonna photo edit her, like do some Zoom call from prison. That didn't happen, right?
How is Jen Shaw still in? Like, if that girl don't go away, poof and be gone. Like,
Well, she's all over the interwebs.
I know, right?
Like now she's giving,
But it's not even true. Like some of the stuff they're saying is not true.
Yeah.
Like they thought that we aired her and stuff like that, but
Did Monica?
Monica, did she end up? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's like, yeah, it's gonna be good.
it's gonna be good.
It's really good. I mean, Andy screamed the entire time.
And-
Screamed at the top of his head the entire time.
But does Monica leave close with anybody?
No, me.
You?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Oh,
So you guys are in for a show.
a new dynamic
Yeah.
duo that I am excited to watch.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I got her back.
I have a feeling
do.
that you'll be on the trip next year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So there y'all have it. I hadn't heard about that or anything like that. So I wasn't, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I seen Monica's live or whatever. So I wasn't surprised to know that her and Mary's the only person check over her. But are you guys surprised that Mary stopped being getting such so much camera time? Are you surprised that the other ladies were good on inviting her places? I'm not really surprised. And that's exactly what I told my best friend. I'm not surprised because although it was funny at first, and Mary did give very much Mary, I don't feel like she was bringing so much to the forefront that she needed some huge edit or whatever. She was just going to be there on a trip, talking about how she didn't want to be there on the trip and how she didn't want to be friends with these women. So I'm really not.
Yeah, she talked her own fate up. She talked up her own fate. Like, I don't really like these girls. I don't really like being around these girls. I don't like to do stuff with these girls. I don't want to even be here. And then when you're there, you don't participate. So as much as she said she didn't do, they started writing her out or not letting her or inviting her places. I get it because you weren't participating. So that's what they was treating you like. And then on top of that, I do have a problem now. I do, however, have a problem with her going to the reunion and only getting an hour's worth. That's a problem because either you're trying to tire her out, and make her want to go away, or you need to figure out how you can make her mesh in here. I'm not saying give her an ultimatum, but make sure that we are all on the same page. Like, look, do you really want to be here or you don't want to be here? You can't have one foot in the door and one foot out. It just don't work like that. That's it.
No,
I don't agree with her being on the show for an hour. If that's the case, they could have via satellited her.
pretty much zoomed her in. I don't understand why. And then also, wait, I have another. Oh, I forgot. I have another one with Mary. Hold on.
Camera's
and
acting
then
us some.
this wasn't that big of a deal, but
She needs, yeah.
Is there anything you can tease to us about the end of the season?
Just everyone pray for Monica.
Pray for Monica. Okay.
Keep her in your prayers.
And then lastly, I just want to, all I want for Christmas is
All I want for Christmas is to take these shoes off so my feet can stop hurting.
alliance between Lisa and Heather Gay.
I don't know why Leather. I feel like Heather wants to be. I almost called her Leather. I feel like Heather wants to be Lisa's friend like way too bad. It's kind of weird, but it's okay. I don't know. It's her thing. Like she's always had a thing. She wants to be up Lisa's butt or something. I don't know. She needs.
Is there anything you can tease to us about the end of the season?
Just everyone pray for Monica.
okay, that was quick. Yeah, y'all. So apparently we're supposed to be praying for Monica. Apparently, Heather is so weird to be wanting to be
Monica better pray for herself. Monica better pray for herself.
She should have known what she was getting into when she sought out being on the show. I can't lie and sit here and say that it wasn't giving like fan or like it was just weird. I don't know, to want to be amongst this group and you played a part in one of the previous group members no longer being amongst the cast. I don't know. That's just
Barb, she testified, huh? Or
yeah,
yeah.
She said at the beginning, which makes a lot of sense now. I can't lie. I was like, someone had made mention, I want to say on Twitter, about how she was very unmoved when they were confronting her with everything, which is totally different than how she is every other time on the season when something happens or whatever, and she starts crying or screaming or whatever. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty, pretty consistent. Wasn't surprised about that either. And I couldn't lie when I said she must get it from her mom, because
man, oh man.
Just calling it like I see it, y'all.
No, that's real tea right there.
But it was good. She made a splash. I can't take that away from her. Regardless of how she's made me feel in previous episodes or whatever, I always have to give my just due. And she made a splash for her first season. We will not forget that season 4 was the saga of Monica.
No, seriously. They were saying that in Lisa's comments. You can pull up Just Simply's last comment too. I like that comment. But yeah, they were saying Monica was good TV. Monica's the GOAT. Monica gave they didn't say gave Lisa her butt, but they basically was like Monica wasn't playing with y'all last night, and I was like, dang, okay. I'm a Jen Frog.
No, I totally understand that.
What was the one before that one? What was the one before that one? The Monica.
It's great TV. Yeah, that's what I totally get it. Although she made the splash, although I got to get the picture proper. But I could also, yes, fully understand why they don't want to film with her, and I could also understand, too, with the whole lawsuit thing too. There's this, and there's like the whole like lawsuit thing too. Like it's just a lot, and I know personally I don't like being around people that just got like. You just got too much like going on around you. Like there's too much circulating around you. I'm good. And like she said, she admitted that they were collateral damage, which collateral damage is also synonymous with y'all caught some fragments. Y'all caught some shrapnel, some stray bullets. Like y'all were a part of it. So I think that it's fully within their ability to say like, no, I'm good on her. Like, I mean, because you got to wonder like, which Monica are we getting? Who are you doing this for or whatever? Like very, very calculated. I wouldn't want to be around nobody who was calculated too. I'm surprised. She's leaving the house that night. Like I would have been so over her at that point. I can't even lie to y'all.
Here's the other thing, Barb. Lisa's live, they also was saying, a lot of people kept saying to her, you know, Monica stole your ring. You know, Monica stole your ring. So she kind of addressed and was like, no, I don't. First, they was questioning, do you think? And then it became, everybody was just like, oh no, she got you for that ring. And she was like, yeah, it can be replaced. And no, we never found it. And so I'm like, see, this is what happens when you become a fraud and a liar. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just find it funny that, I mean, it did happen in a public bathroom. Anything can happen, but yeah, I can't wait to see this reunion because we remember how puzzled we were when we found out the seating chart.
Yes, this is why the seating chart is the way it is. Hey, Zaquasia, how are you? Happy New Year.
Hey, Zaquasia.
Yeah, we see why now is the way it is. I totally understand now why Miss Monica and Miss Heather are all the way at the top. I'm not mad at it anymore.
Right.
Like, do you think, okay, 2 questions. Do you think Monica should come back next season? This is me asking from your own feelings. Y'all in the chat, you can answer too.
I absolutely think Monica should be back on TV. Because for one, unless we don't get, let me say it like this. If we don't get the answers we need, for me, on the reunion, depending on let's go back. Depending on what is going on in the reunion would make me feel if she should be back, depending on how their dynamic is, depending on the arguing they're going to have, if anything is going to be any resolves, then if everybody agrees, then yes. If it's tumultuous, no. No.
Yeah. I don't feel like, I think that she should come back? I don't because not even as it pertains to this whole situation. I just know, take this situation out of the equation, I'm still like not interested in whatever else she has going on personally. I'm not, like, she already was making me over her prior to this. So that's where I form my opinion from, that angle. And then also, with that being said, do you think that she will be back next season? And that's more so from the angle of like production and all that. Do you think they're going to have her back next season? Being as though right now everybody's not fooling with her, so that means that she won't have anybody to film with and all that. Do you think that they're going to actually have her back though, despite how you may feel?
I can see them bringing her back because she's good TV. I'm sure she brought the ratings up. People were asking Lisa that same question. She says, that's beyond her pay grade. So they don't up until this time. They even asked her if she was coming back. She said, I would like to. I hope so. So, everybody's up for grabs. If the season does well, if they're even coming back, it is going to be a season 5. They have not started filming because today she didn't say, oh yeah, these people are back. We're filming. We're starting filming, because that was another thing I was trying to ask. When are y'all starting film? When are you guys going to start season 5 filming? But she didn't see it. For me, like I said, she's good TV. She made a splash her first season. I can see why production would want her back, or Bravo will want her back. It's up in the air, though. It's not my decision. So, I mean, I can see why they would want her back, though.
I was hoping the ratings were going to be up so I could see where this episode landed last night. No, I from that standpoint, it's really, for me, it's really up in the air. But it's more so because of where she stands with the rest of the cast. Just being, you can't be on show. Obviously, shout out to Quad. You can't be so much a part of a show if no one's obviously going to film with you. So I don't know. It's a toss up. And to your point, Monica also said in that live that she hasn't received any letters or anything like that. She don't know. So
Okay.
Just simply said, contracts don't start going out until after the reunion. So y'all, we might have to come back to see who all says they're going to come back or not going to come back or whatever once that's released. Who besides Mary will film? Yeah, exactly. That's the point. It's not even so much of my own feelings as much as it's like.
That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, Mary kind of picks and chooses when she want to film and who she kind of films with and how much.
This is her friend. She can't just rely on Mary. Like Mary's not even. Okay. Are they gonna make Monica a friend of the show and then bring Mary on full time or something? Like I don't know. We're gonna have to see, y'all. Or the Dana girl or whatever. She apparently supposed to come back this season too, but her daughter got super sick or whatever, and it just filming conflicts. So then that's why Monica was kind of, I guess, surprised that she thought that she was gonna be on there and have an ally in this Dana girl. Because she made it very clear that she's friends with her in real life. So they'll bring both of them. Maybe I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I miss Dana. I need to go back because she just didn't clearly make so much an impression on me because I didn't really remember.
I gotta remember. I gotta go back too because now I don't remember. I can't remember what she looked like.
I know she was part of one situation. If she's who I think she is, she was part of a certain situation, but again, she didn't make that much of an impression. And then I want to know too, what was the point at which Monica and Tanisha stopped being friends? Like, I don't think that was revealed in any of what I saw. Why did y'all stop being friends? Was it something that had to do with this or what? And then two, you're Heather's hairstylist. Does that mean she's been doing her hair and all this has been going on behind the scenes and then you was there for... It's a really weird situation to see, they say keep your enemies close. I feel like this situation is very, very indicative of that.
Oh, I just brought Dana up.
And then
I just brought her up. I looked her up. It's Dana. She's on IG. DANNA BUINEGRETE. Vinaigrette? I don't know what that means. But now I remember her face now.
I didn't. I was like, who this woman?
Who's this woman?
My last question is, do we think she was on the live with her. She was there.
She was there, but she don't remember what. I remember her.
Monica and one or two other people.
Yeah, I remember.
Do we think that Heather knew about all of this prior to the episode, or do you guys really think that she found all this out on a trip in real time? Everything. How do you feel about that?
Heather, if she was, when they finally showed us and she ran off and all that. Well, no, she was investigating the whole time. And that's another thing that sometime I want to bring that up too. But
do you think it all came to a head at this time though? Or do you think it all came to a head prior to and she waited to create this big theatrical moment? That's what people are arguing.
I can see that happening. She is a book writer now. I mean, she's an author. So I can see that. But I also know that she was sitting there pondering over a lot of things, just like how they showed us her thinking about things like that. All those things were adding up to her. So it's like she was just making what do they call that? Making her case against her. Like, you keep giving me stuff and I keep hearing you and listening to you. Yeah, I'm building a case on your ass. And it just keeps getting bigger and better. That's what I think. Did she sit on a lot of stuff? Is she dramatic? Oh, there's that word again. Is she dramatic? Yeah, absolutely.
I can see it either way. I can see her having known before, or I can see her it happening as we saw it. I think the only thing that we can't argue about that is in her favor is when Monica said that weird line that I clued in on, which was the whole, I would make it count, or I would do like that, or whatever. She did that happen at Bermuda. So I think for me, that would have been the final straw. And then, yeah, so maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got for
But
that.
Okay, my computer is acting up. I'm trying to unmute. I'm like,
Wow.
but at the same time, as she's building the case or she's listening to her, I feel like in that moment when she found that out, Monica was kind of kicking and laughing about it. Heather was still looking at her like, "Oh, you wouldn't do that, right?" I don't think that she took her serious, but then, like I said, she started compiling things against her. It's like, did she really just say that to my face and try? Was she playing with my face? I think that's what it was more.
That was like, weird. And you have to like, I try to like put myself in these women's shoes when things like that happen. And I had to put myself in Heather's shoes at that moment. I was like, I will be I'm already hypersensitive to the people I keep around me already. And I'm just regular me. If I was of their social status or whatever, I would be like super spy squirrel girl trying to figure out who people were around me. And I would definitely be clocking in when people say little weird stuff, because I already do that again as regular me. So I think that was maybe all of this was just her saying little things and Heather just kind of like, okay, who are you really? Because all of this is just way too coincidental. Also seeing your behavior, you fly off the handle about this, that, and other thing. Like, it was just getting to be too many inconsistencies, too much coincidentalness. And as Heather said, they've done this road before with Jen. So it felt all too familiar, because at the end of the day, you may forget exactly what somebody says. You may forget the exacts about situations, but you're never going to forget how someone made you feel. So I do believe what she said when she said a lot of it was like eerily familiar and just feeling super just weird around them, seeing as though clearly they had somebody who really did some stuff, who was really not who they portrayed themselves to be in front of the camera. Right. AKA, like, I have to take that serious when someone says like, yeah, I'm feeling the same feelings. I know what that is to be around that type of person's energy or whatever. And just the stuff that Monica was saying, like, I feel like, yeah, y'all actually probably did have a little bit more in common than you went on to believe. But Monica is the type of person, I gathered that too. She's the type of person that plays on the whole lesser of two evils thing, because she doesn't see anything wrong with what she did, because there's people out there like Jen that are stealing from old people. Like, she like, that is just the worst thing ever, which it is, y'all. Don't think that I'm sitting here saying it's not. But that doesn't mean that, oh, just because I'm not stealing from old people, that means I can pinch babies when their parents aren't looking. Like, you can't, like, there's still two wrongs don't make it right, you know?
Right. Man,
well, Monica brought Angie's husband's tea to the forefront. I knew. Yeah, it was red flags, inconsistencies. And she's the type of person who thinks like, okay, yeah, I'm not, y'all didn't hear me call her a liar or anything like that. I'm not going to say she was a liar in that capacity or anything like that. She did tell all of her tea and she brought all her stuff to the forefront. She has a very different, we couldn't be friends because we obviously
she did the Eminem thing. Remember? We said she did the Eminem thing. I'm going to tell it before everybody else will tell it, but the way she did it.
Like I said, you used her advantage.
It wasn't what she did. It's how she presented it. Like, dang, you just blurted that out. Like, you didn't seem ashamed of it. And I'm not saying you should live in a shame, but you should be a little bit more ashamed that you slept with your husband's brother-in-law. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The brother-in-law was married, right?
Yeah.
I was just, no, because someone, I think it was, freaking Carlos. He said in his freaking live, he was like, oh, wait, Monica.
It was a sister. It's our husband's sister's husband. The husband's sister.
Okay.
Husband.
I didn't know if he was
not blood related. Not blood related. No, not blood related. The brother's sister's husband. Those are her in-laws. She slept with her brother-in-law by the sister-in-law.
Yeah. Why see, I'm not stupid. And now that just made me feel stupid because he was like, oh, she just slept with her brother-in-law. It's not like she slept with someone's husband. And I was like, I'm pretty sure he was married.
Yeah, the other way, yeah.
What is he talking about? Maybe he meant he's not married to one of the ladies. He's not one of their husbands. That's still, he was still somebody. So anyway,
yeah.
Moving on, y'all. But any final thoughts on this before
that part, princess? She's still exactly what you said.
Yeah, I was like, what? Interesting, but yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about the episode and the drama of it all. For the most part, we can get into these reunion looks because y'all, a lot of these actually were out and about when I said I hadn't seen them last time, and to be honest, I haven't looked at all of them yet, but there's always talk about how like the Black Housewives, we bring it when we roll up to these reunions and stuff like that. But on some of the other franchises or the predominantly white franchises, it's not always the same. They don't really roll up looking of the same caliber. And I feel like this kind of proves that point once again. I'm just saying that before we jump into it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so first we have Whitney. I'm
gonna make it bigger for myself. Hold on.
I was
okay. Okay. I hadn't looked at the screen yet. I was trying to make the screen bigger before I really got a gander of her.
It's a cute dress. That's cute.
Let's go with before we even start on that, sister. It's the Bermuda. Let's go with it's Bermuda theme. Evidently, we see the back of it looks like huts in the beachy theme. Correct? Okay, so now let's look at it. The ponytail is cute. I like her pony. I don't like this outfit on her. It looks like an old person's outfit. And when I say that, I mean like an older person trying to keep their younger self and want to have that underneath a blazer so it'll look fun. But
yeah, I wish it was just a top. Like if it was just that at the top, like that would take that off, make that a top. That's cute.
Yes, I agree. Like it looks incomplete.
Just remember, y'all, we're at the reunion, so just think about what I said before I pulled these pictures up here. Just reunion look. This looks like a regular, like this looks like the dinner. This looks like what she would have also worn to that dinner.
That don't even look like her kind of outfit to me. Like I think the dress is too matron. It's not even matronly. The skirt does not fit. She usually wears stuff that fit more.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's gonna be flowy, it should be a little bit more flowy. If it's gonna be tight, it needs to be a little bit more tight. And I can't see her shoes. Thank you. I feel like I can't see her shoes. The shoes are cute. The shoes are cute. I don't like. I like the top. I don't like the bottom with the top.
Even the necklace choice. Those are like everyday necklaces. I feel
yeah.
Like what I have on right now. Like I don't. Like,
me too. Like literally. Like no, not for a reunion. She could have worn this in Bermuda. She could have wore this in Bermuda, but not for the reunion.
This looks like what she packed and she didn't get a chance to wear it. This looks like one of the extra backup outfits she had on the trip.
Oh, you did.
It did. And the hair, I mean, yes, it's a sleek ponytail, but that's a regular hairstyle. Like, there's not even no curls on it or nothing.
Yeah, she's come way better for different.
No, let me know. Let's do. I would do 1 to 10 in the chat. I'm gonna give it. A 6, and that's generous.
Okay, you giving her 6? I am gonna piggyback off that 6. I'm gonna
Because
piggyback off 6.
I mean, I'm holding them to their standard right now. Clearly, this is okay on this franchise. It won't be okay on other ones. So whatever.
I don't like it. I'm gonna give it a 6.
There's no shoes, so I'll just do it right here.
Well, this one.
Just
simply said that dress was awful. So we be clear that we wasn't the only one that thought it was bad.
I knew you guys were gonna say, like, I know y'all. I knew y'all. We see each other. I knew that y'all would think that. That looked like it just.
I slipped back. Hey, sister. That looked like throw it in the trash. Yes, it did. This dress right here. I like the color. Okay, I agree. That's why you saw me, Ray. I said the ponytail looked good. I couldn't even go to the dress yet.
Wasn't doing anything for me. At least this feels a little bit more reunion like.
Yeah,
it's still very plain. I like the color.
It's going back to the 70s for me. The pleats in the dress because that's not rouge. It's not the pleats in the dress is 70s. No, it's giving me 70s. It's not that I don't like it. I like it. It looks good on her. She looks pretty. I think she looks pretty. It complemented her nice rack against her silhouette. It's flowy, but it's still bumping the curves that she has. I think in the picture, her face looks pretty. You know, Heather sometimes can look kind of how I say that word, androgynous. So she kind of looks manly sometimes, more masculine looking. On this picture, she looks a little more softer than she usually looks for me. I'm giving this. I'm gonna give her an 8.5. I'm gonna give her 8.5. Oh, I can't see her shoes. Shoes on again. We can see her shoes or no?
Okay. Just what I give you. At 8 for me, or a 7.5. Sorry, it's a 7.5 for me because it's just like that. It's not doing that much. She doesn't look bad. But it's not making me do any double takes. I like the color. Hair is regular. It's very like Mother of the Bride, you know. It's not much to it, but it doesn't look bad. Yeah, I can't even say beautiful gown. No, 7.5. I will say. Heather distressing it, but the hair and makeup is cute.
Yes, the hair and makeup is cute to me. That's why I gave her the half, because to me, the makeup, her face, the softness of the hair, all of that looks pretty to me. And even if we took the dress, or just if it was the chest and up, that picture, that would be pretty. The dress is kind of dragging it down. When she gets to the rougey part, it starts getting old fashioned.
I do think it's going to be safe to, like, because you know how it's always going to be different when you're standing or whatever versus how you're going to be sitting and stuff like that. I do think it's safe to sit in. Like, I think she'll look fine sitting still or whatever. Whitney, not sure, but nevertheless. Just simply 6.5.
Yep. Okay, so we even between a 6 and an 8. So we gonna give her a 7. So that's better than Whitney's
7.5, 7, like right in the middle. Okay, Lisa.
Okay, Lisa always do Lisa does very well.
I need to know her shoe size and
excuse me.
Shoes.
Right.
I love.
Let me pull it up figure for myself. You can go first, sister. I'll wait.
I wish the hair is too, like, I get it, but I wish I would have probably given a higher score if we saw a little bit more going on with the hair. Very, very much Lisa. I don't think she looks bad. I like the dress. Do I like this whole look for a reunion? I'm gonna give it an 8, but I wish I would have saw something different, maybe with the hair. I just don't know what. Maybe some instead of the loose, like, beachy waves, maybe I would have wanted more of a uniform crimp waves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think too long. I think if they stopped it right where the curls are full and took that length off, that's right there at her chest, at her breast.
Yeah, she could have did a mess.
If they had chopped that part down and they give her all that, trying to give her this mermaidish look, I think that would have
like,
gave more in the chest area and given her the dress, so we can see the dress a little bit more. I feel like the hair is over. It's covering up too much of her shoulders.
Yeah,
And
that too.
if it would have been shorter, where the curls are full at, we would have still seen a little bit of her shoulders more so, and it wouldn't look like her arms are covered up a little more. But I didn't want to cut you off. I just think that's what I think you don't like about the hair.
Yeah, no, definitely. If it's going to be the messy, slightly like unkemptness to it, yeah, I definitely would have thought one to be chopped more, just make it more like edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair just drags it down for me. But
Yes, agreed.
I'm still giving it an 8.
For me, Lisa was overdressing in Bermuda. So why the heck you ain't overdressing for the reunion? Like, I don't understand the concept. I don't understand what's going on here. Has never.
BRB.
No.
Wait. Been known, like Jimmy said, been known. Their everyday looks though, because we've said this earlier season. They be having the whole cold weather aesthetic on lock, if you ask me. And I love me a blazer. I love me a pieces. I would dress like that if I lived there, if I could also afford it. But
the reunions, yeah, they can always do a little bit better. Like I said, she got more dressier to me in Bermuda, going to the beach. Hey, sweet pea, happy New Year, baby. She looked more dressier at Bermuda on the beach. This looked like you could have wore this on the beach. The color is always pretty. She looks really good in silver and gray. I like the color on her. Like I told y'all earlier, hair should have been, that's too much length for this style. I don't know if it's strapless. I don't know if it has a strap on it. I can't tell because it's just too much hair over it. We can't tell. Now let me see the shoes again. Wait.
Oh,
the shoes two-tone?
They're platform silver shoes.
The comments in the way. Oh yeah, shoes is everything. I like those. Yeah, the shoes is also. I'm gonna give her. Her makeup. Go back to her makeup and stuff, because her makeup looks really pretty too.
I wish I could like.
Okay, there you go. Her makeup looks pretty.
Actually,
I don't think she looks. Let me see. Her face and stuff is given like Heather's face is given, but the dress is bringing it down. So I feel like she doesn't even look as good. The dress is not even as good to me as Heather dress is on her, because this is to me like an everyday look for her. So I'm gonna go with a 7.
Okay, 7. I did 8. Not too much on Jersey Licious. You see my show? I grew up on that show.
I used to love the Jersey Shore. No, me too. That was fun.
No, Jersey Licious was like
you
would have liked it too. It was they were all in and this is when I was in cosmetology school, so I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. They were like in a salon and stuff. It was cute.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. Lisa 7.5. Okay, I respect it.
I was gonna give her 7.5 because I gave Heather a 7. I mean an 8.5. So I was gonna do the same thing. So good for you. I'm glad we are all kind of on the same page.
Holy
my god. Let me bring this up bigger because I'm about to be mad.
Whoa. No.
I always like Angie in longer dresses. Not because this looks weird. I just think she looks more Greek goddessy when she wears longer dresses. I like her in white. Because her hair is so pretty, and I think I'm sure she got extensions, but she usually wears her hair wavy and like that. I'm not digging this dress. I feel like it's what's a Miami feel. It got a stripper kind of feel to it because it's like, I don't know, something about that strippy part, the strappy part of it going underneath and then the other part laying on top of it like an apron. I don't like that. And I don't like her shoes either. I'm sorry. I really like you, Angie, but Not my favorite. I like you in white. Sorry. Angelic.
Yeah. I would have liked a white, like Greek white, maybe gold jewelry, Greek goddess type of gown look vibe going. Would have liked that a lot more. It definitely would have been on brand, especially since this is her first season. She's trying to solidify her, place on the show and stuff like that. I would have rather do that than been known as the Greek goddess of the group and did something kind of towards that. Because yeah.
And I feel like she got a lot of makeup on around her eyes, and she doesn't really need all that. I just feel like they made her look more like what was the girl from Transformers? Megan. Yes. Giving me more Megan Fox-ish stuff when she's not that, and it's just not coming across like her and feeling unauthentic for me. So for me, I'm gonna give this dress and this outfit a 5.
What did I don't remember what I gave Whitney, but
you gave Whitney a 6, didn't you?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 too.
Sorry, Itchy.
It's because I know she can do better. Like
me too. I absolutely.
I like the shoes. Actually, I do like the shoes.
I mean, I like the shoes, but I don't like the outfit with those shoes. I don't know. I feel like the straps should have been smaller for the strappy little smallness. The detail. See, if I'm gonna do that strap, I'm gonna try to make the strap skinny and make them be skinny around my foot. Yeah, no. It just look like ribbon tied around her legs for me. I love strappy shoes though. I do.
Yeah, I just want to move on now.
Ray said it right. Ray said it right. She looks like she's going to the club. Period.
Oh yeah, that's literally how.
That's what I don't like. I don't like that she looks like she's going to the club at all. Like no, that is not you.
I just feel like there's a time and place for short dresses, but like just simply said, like I wish her dress was longer. I wish a lot of the dresses were longer. Like there's just a moment. I just feel like it has to be long for the reunion. A lot of times. I mean, I have seen over the top short dresses, so I'm not gonna say it always has to be like that. If done right, you can get away with some shorter type stuff.
Candy's dress on our Atlanta Housewives, she had a shorter dress on this year, and her shorter dress was cute.
I didn't like it, but
I didn't like it. I didn't like it that much because it was short, but it was actually a cute short dress.
It's shorter and it got like a little bit trained, like there's different ways to do stuff. Someone said that before. It was Kenya. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess if it was longer, maybe in the same way, it would have been fine. But I think she could have did better for her first one. I'm trying to let them freaking send me a letter. I'm coming through with something like. This looks like I could get it from Target. Like I'm pretty sure Target has some dupes of this outfit. I'm glad to see Meredith in something other than a blazer. She doesn't look bad, but like it's just kind of like a regular wrap dress that I probably could have got from Target.
I don't like the way she stands when she crosses her legs.
A
lot of people. Yeah, hers is like a lot of people can do that and make it look really nice, especially when you have more rounder hips, and it accentuates that curveness to this.
Everything's going like this, and then it's like at the end, it's just
hers gives me the Addams Family Morticia like. And the draping of this dress to me is aging her. I don't know if I particularly like her hair back like this. It's given I Love Lucy when Ethel was trying to be sexy and put her hair back.
Oh my God, is this the same dress? I was like,
so I'm on the fence for this one. And this is a dress, right? I think I would have liked it if it was a jumpsuit.
This is what I see. It might as well have been cut like this. This is what I see when I see that dress, right?
I kind of see that too.
And I'm pretty sure you can get that at Walmart. Like I just don't.
If this was a jumpsuit, I think it would have been better. I wouldn't have wanted to see her in a jumpsuit at the reunion. I'm just saying. I think this would have been better if it was a jumpsuit. She's covered up. I do like the deep plunge, though. I'm going to give her the deep plunge of the shirt. That's the only thing that I really like on the dress. So the only thing I really like about the dress is the neckline, how it opens up from her neck and then it plunges down. Her breasts look nice to her waistline. But that's about it. I don't know, Meredith. Your smile, I don't know. Her smile is like kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna give me a second to rate it. Let me hear what you got to say.
5.5. Like that's 5.5. I like the color.
So she's the worst. Wait, she's not the worst. Who's the worst so far? We just said Angie was 5.
I think
So this is better than Angie's.
It's 5.5.
I do think it's better than Angie's.
Regular wrap dress.
I think I'm gonna go with a 5.5.
And I actually don't like I see there's some strap, like there's some, you see behind the neck, it goes from the shoulder to the, I don't like
that part of dress. I like that. I like the way it goes.
I don't like that either. I don't like anything.
Maybe it needs shoulder pads to pull that thing around her neck off a little bit better.
And she needs to stand differently. Maybe we'll try again.
No, that's terrible.
Like
I don't understand. This is all she need to do is throw her hands like Morticia, and then that's all I see. I don't like the stance. I don't like their background particularly either. I mean, Bermuda was beautiful. Why couldn't you just keep it real clear, like it was off of their balcony, overlooking the pink sands, the pretty clear beach with the pretty skyline? Why we got to get the what is this? The bamboo and the I don't like it.
I felt about I guess it's supposed to be Salt Lake City in Bermuda. Like, what is this behind Heather? Like, that looks like she's static. Like, I hated it behind her.
I don't like the background of none of their pictures, and that might be even the dresses making it off as well. Because I don't like their background. It's not hitting for Bermuda, not the way what we saw. Breathtaking. Why are we not looking at breathtaking stuff behind them? And why wouldn't you put them in icy blue or something again? Like, I know they wear blue a lot, but put them in ocean blue, put them in sky blue, put them in like, I don't know. I just feel like
it doesn't matter what color to put them in because, like unlike other shows, they're all doing what they want.
That's true.
So
look, that's true.
So
all right, TV Nicole, you made it, and you was in. ACL traffic is the worst. It's almost as California, honey. Dang, I'm glad you made it home safely though.
I remember that one. We're so glad you made it home safely. We still up here bumping our gums, Kimmy. You caught us bumping our gums. I just moving on. I can't do it.
Moving on. Oh, okay.
Wow. So the only person, Miss Mama's herself, the only person that really came through with a reunion look, I feel like, is Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. And the color.
I like the color. She's not an ugly girl. Like, she's the beautiful girl. She's gonna get face every single time. She got the dark hair. I just love dark hair.
I love dark hair. It's so sexy.
Dark, shiny hair.
So pretty. And not to take away from you blonde ladies. The blonde ladies, you guys be cute too. No, this dark hair is really like, ooh, it does something to me. It makes my eyeballs be like, dang, you are so pretty. I would have liked to change it up a bit for her because she wears her hair down a lot unless she clips it into the clamp. I would love for her to wear, maybe she could have wore a ponytail with, a little something kind of pulled up, kind of like
one of her reunion looks, the one with the, let me see if I can find it. Or not her reunion looks, one of her confessional looks. She had, I think it's with that black top or whatever. She had her hair kind of back. I like, when she does like this one right here.
Yes, I would have enjoyed seeing that. The dress is pretty. I don't understand what's going on at the top of it though, because her hair is in the way again. Her hair is in the way again. So I love the split. I love how it gathers and crisscrosses, but doesn't have a tie or a bow on it, but it crisscrosses in such a way that looks really good on her hips. I don't know about these shoes though.
The shoes?
What is these shoes doing? Are they black?
No, they're like metallic. They're like
okay.
Gun.
Okay,
Not
I was trying to see if it was picking up the color in her dress or what was it doing.
It might be a little. Oh, I can't tell.
I can't tell you, girl. I got it all the way up on the screen. It does look metallic. It does have that iridescent turquoisey purple color going through it. So yeah, I do see that. The shoe could have been better. I almost feel like I would have liked to see her in a strappy shoe because of that. I mean, but that's probably because I like strappy shoes. I would have liked. I would to accent that split. I would have liked a strappy shoe, but the shoe is a pretty shoe against this green dress. It is pretty. I just feel like the heel might be not tall enough to make her leg look a little longer, or what you know what I mean. I feel like the heel could have been a little bit taller, like the way Giselle does her heel.
Yeah, I can tell by the arch of her foot. It's not
high, like, and I feel like she needs some Giselle heels on, and then if she had the Giselle heels on, it would have pulled her a little bit more higher, taller, elongated her a little bit more.
Oh, this hair.
Like when she okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Something messy, something that we don't usually see on her because she does have a pretty face. And like I said, the hair is running down her arm, covering up some of the dress. So I'm gonna give her, because I like the color too. I'm gonna give her. I gotta give her more than. I'm gonna give her the same as Heather. Actually, I'm gonna give her 8, around 8, 8.5, somewhere up in there. Because I think I gave Heather an 8.
Yeah, I gave Heather. No, I gave Heather lower, but
you gave her 7. I thought you gave her less than me. But however, I'm gonna give her 7, somewhere around 7, 7.5.
I agree. She looks good, and yeah, I have to put her at the top. So I'll have to give her an 8. Like the color contrast. I don't mind the shoes, but definitely, yeah, could have put a little. Could have took it up a couple more inches. And I can't. I'm assuming. I feel like it's strapless, but of course we don't know until you move the hair out the way. The jewelry's not too much. Yeah, I'm not mad at it for her first look. It looks like she put somewhat effort into it, unlike some other people.
And I don't like the pose. I don't particularly like the pose because I pose like this all the time.
I do, and I'm trying to learn how not to.
I try not to do that pose, so I don't like the pose. That's why I didn't give her as much as I really want to give her, because I don't like the pose. I don't like that her heels are not high, that she's not really trying to put that leg out, trying to give us the leg like you should be trying to give us, like, I don't know, like step back into the picture, like so that your leg kind of came out. But if she would have had on the heels, that leg would have did that. It would have automatically did it. But hey,
I feel you.
Oh, my girl. Now this is Nola girl, but my girl. Let me tell you how she my favorite. First of all, let me make it bigger. Let's talk about how beautiful Mary looks and how young she looks. First of all, because when I went through it, I just went through them really quickly. Like you said, you didn't really look at them. So I got to this picture and I said, wow, Mary looks pretty right here. Like, I love all the bracelets. If you're going to wear a dress and you're going to have it gathering, I like that it gathers to the side. The color is pretty. Didn't I say blue would be the right color against all this brown crap they got behind her? Blue would have been perfect. Everybody could have worn blue, and this would have looked way better to me. But yeah, I love all the chunky bracelets. Hair, come on, Mary. Hair is on straight, going sleek. Her eyes look. I just think Mary looks so pretty right here. I am giving Mary a 9 for sure.
She does. She does look very. Her face just drew me right in. She just lit up. Christmas tree in the face, and I like it. I don't know. I thought they were like bracelets at first, but I'm just assuming it's just the actual embellishments
It's
on
the dress. On the dress.
I thought it was just a part. I assumed it was just a part of a dress. The dress.
I think it probably is. I like that.
Regardless, I like it. If it didn't have that, then I'll just be like, okay, like, what are we doing here?
Because on the sorry to cut you off before that. Didn't we just show her when they was just you showed us her talking? She had that big old necklace on. I thought that was part of the reunion.
Yeah, no, but yeah, she definitely could have like that too.
She could have, but I like the fact that she didn't, and that it's only on the arms. I kind of like the simplicity of it. It's really pretty.
I like the yeah. I mean, overall, I like it. I'll have to give it an 8.5. I probably gave it a 9 if like I don't mind the hair, but I don't know. I wish I still seen a little more with the hair. I don't know.
You know what else I like about the hair too, sis, is that it's one natural color. She didn't highlight.
Like that. I just don't know if I would have wanted to see it like curled or parted differently or something. I don't know. Maybe a different.
Yeah, if she had some if it was like kind of big and fluffy, that would have been cute.
Because it just looks like you just put the sewing in and it's just, you know. And, but no,
look good. Good.
Friend of, they cut your time, whatever, and I still wind up giving you 8.5, the highest out of everybody. So,
so Mary was the best for you?
Yeah. Mary, then Monica, then Heather.
Yep.
And then I don't care about it. And then Lisa, and then Whitney, and Angie are off over there.
Yeah, they over there. They're in the corner. Go sit in the corner.
for real. But yeah, that's it for the reunion looks. And that's really it, y'all, for this. Like we said previously, we're still kind of trying to see what this reunion. It does look like, well, hopefully, fingers crossed, based on where we ended everything at. I'm hoping that we'll be back for next week. But if that first part's not giving much, y'all, we will be coming back the week. Yeah, the week after. Yeah, I think that's that's all I had.
Yep.
Ain't got no more tabs, y'all, but make sure, as we forgot to say in the beginning, make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you are commenting in the comments once we wrap this up. Shout out to the replay gang. Make sure you're subscribed to both channels. Make sure you're checking that description box. Make sure you're hitting that notifications bell. We thank you guys so much for being a part of the Coastal Critiques panel, our reviews and everything for the last couple weeks. I definitely think that me and my good sis owe ourselves a pat on the back because we stayed very, very consistent. Y'all can't say that we didn't. We stayed super consistent and y'all made it ever so enjoyable to do so. So really, we should be patting y'all on the back because we do this for y'all, of course. And yeah, that's really all I got. Unless you have something to add.
No, my computer's about to start acting up. It needs a fan. But thank y'all, like my sis Barb said, thank y'all for joining us. Make sure y'all do everything she says, like, subscribe, share us with your folks. This after Salt Lake City, we will bring you guys another Coastal Critique panel. We just haven't decided on what it's going to be because we still have 2 to 3 weeks on Salt Lake City. So by that time, we will let you guys know what our next project will be. So y'all stay tuned for that.
We enjoyed you guys. We enjoyed y'all in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. And yes, we will catch you guys for the reunion. And if anything else drops or anybody else does any interviews or anything like that, make sure y'all send it to our DM.
Oh, what's the interview we supposed to be watching tonight?
Huh?
Wasn't there an interview that we're supposed to be watching tonight?
Is it Josiah's World?
Josiah's TV. No, Josiah's. Was it Josiah's World or Josiah TV?
Josiah's World TV. I know where to begin. So
Yeah.
I'll see y'all over there. But again, if anything else pops up or anybody else goes live or anything like that, please let us know via the DM, preferably, so that we can talk about it and everything. But I enjoyed y'all.
We enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for telling us it's a great review. We appreciate it because we try hard. You know,
that's right.
We really
Just
try
like
to.
good,
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we just bring it to y'all raw, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.